Okay, so for the people on YouTube, welcome back to the new version of the FNAFB tier list. So if you guys remember last time, we were absolutely high, we were insane on the last tier list. We definitely were smoking on some shit. So now we are here to completely redo it. We have some new opinions, we're a lot more experienced. So we are going to completely redo the list from top to bottom. So I will be the first to preface, and probably for everybody here, I have not played every game on this list, and I'm not going to pretend that I have. So I'm going to be relying on you guys in the chat to sort of give me your opinions and your takes on games that I do not have any experience in. So for the tiers themselves, I guess I can just explain them so that people on YouTube or whatever, and so that you guys know how we're actually going to rank these. So haven't played is most of us just haven't played it, or it's a game that nobody really remembers it, so they go there. Your F tier games are for your really offensive games. They're like, so basically take like your Sir Hawks games and your My Little Pony and stuff like that, CAE, those will go into your F tier because those are just blatantly offensive games and nobody and their grandmother is ever going to like them. So yeah, F tier is literally the worst of the worst. You can't get worse. You would have to try really hard to make a game on this tier, I think, nowadays. Your E tier, so these are just your games that are just really bad. They're just, you know, very poorly made. They're not as bad as the games below it, but yeah, they're still really fucking bad. Your D tier games are just your really painfully mediocre and bad games. So for an example of like a D tier game, I'd probably put the Puppet game in D tier just because it's not very good. It's not a game that I think is fun at all. The writing's kind of all over the place, and there's a lot of like untapped potential in the game, and it's just, yeah, it's just not fun. It's poorly made. So your C tier games are your mid. They're like very just average. They're okay. That's like the best way I can see it. Like some of these games, definitely C tier's probably going to be pretty crowded because they're just mid all around. Really, they might have some good stuff, they might have some bad stuff, but that's how it's going to work. So your B tier games, these ones are actually good. They have some good things in them. They're fun to play, and I could actually kind of see myself going and replaying it someday in the future if they ever get updated, or maybe they're just really fun. I don't know. So your A tier games, these are just really awesome. They're just really solid. They have a lot of good things about them. They're not perfect. Obviously, no game is, but I think the good outweighs the bad in these a lot. And these, I think, are just the games most people are going to find pretty fun. And then your S tier, there's only going to be tops, maybe like 3 games in the S tier. I'm just going to say it now. There's going to be maybe 2 or 3 games in this. These games also aren't perfect. Again, as I said, no game is. But yeah, they're just really good. You know, like basically top 3 fan games. Most people will probably agree with these. But we will obviously get to those, you know, when we get to them. So yeah, we're gonna have fun. So I don't think we're gonna do like plus ranks this time, personally, like minus ranks. I don't think we're gonna do all that. I also don't think we're gonna have like a reskin tier, to be honest. Reskins, I might just ignore them, but
yeah, probably for the best.
What do you guys think? You want to make own tier for reskins, or you just want to like leave them unranked?
Leave them unranked.
Yeah, I can look at the chat whenever, by the way, so you feel free to type in there if you want, if you don't want to talk. Like an example of a reskin's like where is it at? Like this one right here, this Axel game, it's literally just a FNAFB 2 reskin. I mean, there's like different skills and stuff, but yeah, it's just a reskin, really.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, so you guys want one or not? Just type Y or no in the chat
Uh,
if you want it or not.
We can just we can make just a poll, I think.
Okay, neutral to no, so we're just not gonna rank them then. I feel like
Yeah.
that's probably fair.
Yeah, fair.
Okay then, yeah, that makes it a little easier. Yeah, neutral, yeah, so basically you don't really care, yeah. Okay, so it looks like the games are ranked by developer, so we have Civilos first, then we have Roddy, then we have Mario Sonic Fan, then we have me, and then, oh actually, no, you have Ray first, then you have me, then you have Axel, so this should be interesting. We'll have some really interesting games to start with. So with that being said, let's actually get started with the list. Let's get going. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna do something. I'm actually gonna add a row below. This is not like actual tier. This is just the placeholder. So this is just where I'm gonna put the game that we're ranking at, so people don't get like confused or nothing. So we're gonna rank one of the first fan games ever. It's not the first, but it's one of them. And that is Civilos' Golden Edition Final Mix. So let's actually, before we actually get into this, we're going to talk and actually give arguments about the games. Last time we kind of just speed ran through it, just kind of said shit tier and moved on. This time we're actually going to try to be fair to all of them, because we didn't do that last time. So yeah, let's actually get into it. So GE1, it still has that old era bullshit. It just does. To me, the game is just, to me the game's just kind of boring, personally. Like, it's okay, but yeah, it's just really old. But I mean, the balance isn't like horrendous or anything, but it's okay in my opinion.
Like, it's the FM balancing, so it's yeah,
but it did set like a decent story for how the rest of Civilos' stuff was gonna go.
Yeah, story-wise, it's decent. Yep.
Yeah, it's okay, in my opinion. I would say C tier, but I'm gonna wait for everybody else to give their opinions. Yeah, honestly, I'd say C tier is probably the opinion on this one. It's just it's mid for me.
Yeah, it seems most people go with C.
Yeah, C tier is good. It's still got that old era jank, but it's okay. It's got that old era jank a little bit in it. Okay, easily Civilos' worst game, in my opinion.
Yep. It had potential, and it had like the whole documenting about the Mask of Majora, was it? And yeah, it just didn't work out. One of the worst. It had basically fuck ton of cameras for no reason.
Yeah, and the potential wasn't really used in it at all, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was just basic time traveling. Nothing new.
Yeah, and the narrator BB wasn't exactly a good villain either, in my opinion. I think E tier's fine for it.
Yep, E tier.
Yeah, it doesn't use the time travel very well. I'm not a fan of the game.
Yeah, E. Basically, everyone says E. Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so a little bit more, probably a little bit more divisive, I think. G2.
Yeah.
Some people prefer G1, and some people prefer this one more. So I'm interested to see what people think.
Yeah, I'm personally
So this one is absolutely ass game balance, and it's terrible game balance wise. You have to get the strongest weapon to like even remotely have fun with the game.
It's still better than, in my opinion, it's still better than G1, balance wise mostly, and content wise.
Yeah, for me it's like between a B or a C tier. Actually, I think on the last list we had this on like A+. So yeah, this game definitely came down a lot of tiers. Yeah, that's fair. Like, both of the balance sucks ass in both, but
yeah,
I think the game itself is a little bit more well made.
C tier.
So you guys think C or B tier? I think C tier. Okay, so the thing is, these tiers aren't like ranked, so like if all the games are in C tier, like, you know, I don't really bother with like ordering the tiers, but if you guys want to do that, we can. We can do that. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are a fan of like adding like plus tiers and shit like that. Because we could do that if you guys like want popular opinion on it, but we don't have to. Yeah, that's fair enough. We don't have to. But yeah, to me the game is just, it's still a little bit too penis mode.
Yeah. C tier is good space. Yep.
Yeah, fair enough, Fresh. Alright, that's fine. C tier's good. I think the game is more well made, but the balance is still kind of trash.
Yeah. Better? Yeah. Is it good enough for B tier? No.
Oh boy. Okay, sister location. Oh god.
Ooh.
Okay, so here's the thing about SO, right? The game looks incredible. It looks so good. But everything else is just, oh my god, Civilus. There's no way this game was tested. There's no way. For me, it's either a D or an E tier, personally.
Yeah. The risk of rain difficulty thing is just doesn't work, most likely. Will probably not work on the FNAFB format.
Yeah, the gameplay is absolutely horrendous, but it looks awesome, and I think the writing in some parts is okay. It is fun. There's some shit in the side story that like makes no sense, like the part with the baby chase, like you beat her in a fight, and then 5 minutes later she like insta-kills you by chasing her around. That shit makes no sense, but...
Well, the story was not entirely finished, pretty sure, on the side mode. So it would probably get reworked, but from what we got, it's eh.
Yeah, for me, there is some instances of bad writing in the game, but I'd say D's fine. I think it's better than the public game at least.
D tier for most people, I see.
Yeah, D. Yeah, it's got some parts that are well made and some parts that are really not. So.
Yep, more or less.
I'd say D tier. That's fine.
Yep.
Okay, and a game probably not many have played. Golden Edition, the world.
I personally didn't touch that, so I don't know.
FNAF World, Fangame, it definitely has some charm in it.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is it's not finished whatsoever, but the balance is actually okay, and it actually genuinely looks like a really good FNAF World game. But I'd probably still put it in D tier with SL. It looks good, but it doesn't really have much else going for it.
D tier.
Yeah, the writing's interesting in it though, but yeah, same problem as SL really, in my opinion.
Probably D tier is good.
Yep. So poor Civilos, man. That guy used to be the king of FNAFB fan games, and now he's just kind of like decisively mediocre nowadays.
Yeah. The times have changed.
Yeah, people just... I've always kind of preferred Roddy's games anyway, but that's just me.
Yep.
Okay, shitty fan-made expansion. Yeah, the balance in these games is also absolutely horrendous, but I think Roddy does humor pretty well.
I did not touch this one, so I don't know.
Yeah, penis balance, but I think the game, honestly, Roddy does do humor really well, and that's something she always did better than Civilos did. For me, it's either a D or a C tier, personally. Depends how much you value the humor in these games.
D, C, C. C. People seem to say C.
Okay, C. Okay, that's gonna be interesting for later. Then I'm just gonna say that. Oops, wrong one. Okay, C tier. Yeah, that's gonna be a precedent in a little couple minutes here. Okay, SFME2. Now this one, I think this one gave us Fruby, if I remember right.
I think it did, yeah. It was the first time. Not Freddy. Or
Yeah,
not Golden Freddy.
we're not gonna give it a S tier. It's not that good. It still has some penis mode balance, but yeah, this is where we first got Fruby. This is
Yep.
Roddy's first game. It definitely has some of that fucking old era jank bullshit in it, but yeah. So let's just I want to see what other people got to say on this first. B tier. You guys think B tier? Interesting.
Wow.
I don't think it's more well made than G2. I wouldn't say that, but
Well, we'll see later when we get more games to the tiers.
but it
So,
did
yeah.
it did give us some really good characters. Fruby's still really good. I
Ruby
might
is like,
now. Do you guys think this is better than SFME 1? I'm curious. You think 2 is better than 1? Because that's gonna decide where we might put this tier list up. Well, Fruby's only like a small like side scenario. He's not like, you know, in the main story or whatever.
yeah, I think he was like in the fright section.
Yeah, I mean and honestly, that's gonna be a problem with a lot of these old ass games. Just the balance is fucking terrible in them because nobody really
Yeah.
knew what they were doing.
Yep.
But, yeah. Honestly, I might put it on the same tier as the first one, to be perfectly honest.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, that is fair. C is probably okay.
Because later we have way better games which will probably rank in those tiers like B or A.
Yeah, I would give it a C as well.
Like-
I would go C on it, just because I
Yeah.
just think Roddy has much better games than SFME 2,
True.
but you know, whatever. Okay, the dating
The
game.
dating
This
game.
this is just yeah, it's mostly just for funny. It doesn't really have gameplay or nothing. Like there's
True.
some gameplay in it, but it's not.
Choose your own path type thing, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a C tier as well.
Yeah. It's mid, so makes sense.
Fucking
See.
S tier jokers. Yes,
Yep.
plus I am recording this for the YouTube fellas, so I can upload it later. Okay, yep, C tier. I think that's fine. Man, like I said, like I literally said like 5 minutes ago, we're really gonna have a crowded C tier. Most games are just really mid. Okay, the first GF. Okay, fuck this game in particular. If you guys know the story behind this, so here's the story. So Roddy had one playtester for this who cheated in the game. So the entire game balance was completely destroyed because of that. Yes. So the guy was called like Naruto or something. And the guy cheated during like the playtesting. So Roddy like cranked up the stats on all the bosses. So it's like penis mode fucking difficult for no reason just because of that.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, so the balance is fucking horrendous. It's like honestly a D or E tier for me personally. It's definitely Roddy's worst game in my opinion.
Makes sense.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you know what? E tier's fine. Yeah, the balance is fucking horrendous because of that.
Yeah. Yep. Populous says E.
Also, Golden Freddy's the main character, so we have to take away points for that. No, Sonic, no, man. Springtrap's way better. Way better.
Okay, next one.
Springtrap is too peak. Alright, so this one, yeah, no, this is a really good one, I think, but so I'm curious to see what other people have to say about 1986 first. I think this is a really interesting game. 86 definitely Roddy's best FNAFB fan game in my opinion.
So true.
Definitely.
At least B tier probably.
Personally, the GFDS 1986 was this was the game that inspired me to make games, so I kind of have a soft spot for it.
Makes sense. It's like pretty good. For its time it was peak. Absolutely.
Yeah. For me personally, it's A tier, but
Sure.
We'll see how you
Might
guys want to split the score.
it still have some junk balancing, but for its time, the balancing was pretty good.
Yeah, I think the story's cool. The characters, Golden
Yep.
Freddy's actually kind of funny in this game. I think Golden Freddy's the best in this game personally.
Yep.
And it gave us more like Frubiosis, and they're all fun little characters and everything. The characters are just pretty solid in this, and the gameplay is decent. So I think A tier's good.
A tier. We will probably go down to B tier, knowing life with how many games we have. But yeah.
Yeah, GFT. Yeah, 1986 is just really good in my opinion. It's
Dancing.
it's one of the few games that aged pretty well. But yeah, Dancing All Night. What do you guys think?
This is the deep Ruby game.
For me personally, I would put it on the same tier as the SFME games, but I would like to see what you guys have to think.
D. Ooh.
That is true. The gameplay is, the balance in the gameplay is kind of weak.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Makes sense for this time.
I would
new reskin quality.
And see, this is where the tiers start to get interesting, because it's like, do we compare the games in the same tier? Like, do you think SL and Dancing All Night really go in the same tier? You know, that's just something. That's just kind of something to ask ourselves.
Like, we should probably compare it like that. Like
what do you
are
guys?
the games better? C tier is Dancing All Night is comparable to G1 SFME probably.
To me personally, I think it's on the same. I think it's on the same level as like GF is as like a Golden Edition 1 or 2. So yeah, SL's like you can like this game's like borderline impossible to fucking beat without like instant killing.
You need to fucking speed run it. Speed run.
Yeah, SL's just even worse gameplay wise. So I think C tier is okay. Okay, Revenge of the Toys. This one's, oh my god, this one has the fucking sands. It has a sand
basically
scenario.
reskin. Thinking about it, it's basically reskin.
Yeah, it's
basically one.
It's a reskin with like a tiny bit extra because you have a sand scenario, but.
And wasn't there also a refer battle?
There are a few like extra like fights or whatever, but it's not
like. It's.
Yeah, for me, it's like either a E or a D. It's probably like a E tier, I think.
Like, should we even rank it since it's more or less a reskin?
It has a little bit more than a reskin, I'd say.
I guess, but like it's kind of in the same way like Nightmare Edition of Axel.
It has just a little bit
tiny
bit more.
Bit with,
and it's got extra like unique scenario and everything, so it is a little bit more. Yeah, I've explained how F is. F is like for your like genuinely like offensive shit, like racism and like Nazi shit, you know, that kind of stuff in them. And I'm probably gonna get flagged for YouTube from saying that, so that's fun.
Not like you earn money from it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I was gonna put ads on this video totally. Oh boy. Okay, so the return to fucking Freddy's. This is a game. It's not quite a reskin, but oh god, this game is it's something.
It's just another FNAFB, like FNAFB game, FNAFB fun game, but it's X game.
Yeah, I've played it. Vigo's cool, but yeah, it's kind of.
I played it a long time ago too.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Does it go there? Like, is it as bad as like PME? Or other, like JFDS or Revenge? Is it that bad?
Honestly, yeah, in my opinion.
I guess.
Yeah, the writing is it has that classic green fang garbage writing. So
people go either, so yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, trust me, I've played it. It is not good at all.
Yes,
I would rather play SL than play that for reference. So
okay, I see.
Bar of soap tier peak. Oh boy. Okay, I haven't actually played this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't
That's
even
a
know. I don't
sport.
even know how many people actually played this.
I played it actually.
Okay, guys, how was it? How was the game? I
Mm,
don't even think I've seen the F. Okay, Bliss says F tier.
no,
Is it that offensive?
it's not. It's not offensive. It's like meh. Honestly, it's like more of a meh.
Okay, E tier.
E tier at lowest. Yeah.
Damn, we're kind of crowding the E tier. We're kind of crowding it.
I mean, that's where the old games, most of the old games will go, probably. Either from C to E.
Yeah,
Sorry,
F tiers. Yeah, F tier. Yeah, that's what F tier is. Yeah, there are a lot of like dog shit games that are honestly E and D tier are probably gonna be the most crowded, to be honest.
Yep.
Okay, this one. Oh god, this was a game for sure. Okay, so this one's better
Oh, yep.
than probably these two. But what do you guys think? Yeah, this one had the. Yeah, it had the sex
Theory.
slave thing.
I don't remember that thing, so I shouldn't remember that thing.
The writing was. The writing was horrendous. Yeah, it's really fucking bad. Do we put it in E tier just for the writing? I mean, was the gameplay super bad? I don't remember.
I don't.
Oh, it's that bad.
I don't think it was.
Damn,
I don't
another
think it was.
poor Green Fang, man. That guy just cannot.
Yeah.
He cannot get out of the E tier.
Yeah, basically the Ori.
Damn. Yeah, that is just 3 straight L's in a row, unfortunately.
Oh god, the next one.
Okay, well, E tier, I guess. Oh wait, oops. Okay, okay, now we put. All right, there we go. FNAFB.
V and V. Oh, get this one.
Yeah, there was a papyrus scenario in that game, I believe.
What?
Yeah, in Green Fang's FNAF before there was a papyrus scenario.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah.
There's like 2 scenarios, but
Uh,
okay, FNAFB is a disgrace to humanity.
Yes.
But it's not like offensive to anyone. It's just kind of a meme at this point.
Like, how many years was it in? Is it in development? 7?
Since like 2017, I think, and
So like 7 years by now. Jesus.
It's since like 2017, 2018, I think.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's the fucking title which got me into this FNAFB discords. Jesus.
I know Bless hates this game with a passion, but
Yeah.
it's kind of funny.
7 years in development, and they have like what, 1, 2 eras.
Poor Green Fang man took nothing but E tiers the whole time. Kind of funny.
Oh, Jesus, the next one.
But yeah, FNAFB is just really bad.
It just. Oh yeah, the current demo even removed the content from the last. Jesus.
Yeah, this is just one battle. It's just one fight, but what do you guys think?
So probably easier because it's like all less balancing. So yeah. The only thing really we have from those kind of games is like the general balancing and the gameplay. So, and knowing life, it was shit because of all their shit things. So yeah.
Does anyone even remember the gameplay for this? Because I do not know what it's like. Is it bad?
I never played it. I would presume so, since it's the Blue Doctor era game.
Yeah, it's a one-on. Yeah, I know it's like a one-on-one fight, but I just don't know how like the balance is in it. You have to always use auto life,
which basically means one-shotting. So basically bad balancing, more or less. All the other junk, yeah, penis balance.
Well, to E tier. Okay, we took like 5 games in the E tier in a row.
Jesus.
Oh, okay. This one. Okay, so this is an MS Fangame.
Continue.
Now, if I remember right, this game had it was like a kind of like a boss rush, I think. I don't remember what this game was. I think MS
I
Fan
have.
was he was a party member in this. He put himself as a party member in it. It was like a maze,
Fair.
and you like had to walk around, and yeah, MS Fan put himself in the game. I'm pretty sure.
I never played this one or really even seen. So yeah.
Yeah, it's very old. It's like 2016, I think.
Probably on D or E tier. Just by that.
Yep. Oh, to E tier it goes, I guess.
D or E, yeah, basically.
Damn, we have one game in the higher tiers. Oh my god.
I mean,
Oh.
I mean for now, because it's the old devs that have more or less moved on.
Yeah,
For the most part.
we just kind of started with, yeah, it's just old games
We-
just aren't very good.
Like, we are front-loaded with old games, so yeah.
Okay,
So that-
1972. Fuck MS Fan for putting that stupid slider in the game where you have to mash spacebar to get like guaranteed like ambushes on enemies. That shit is so stupid.
Wait, that one didn't have that shit.
Yeah,
it was
did.
remix too.
It did have it, because I played it.
I don't remember. I played it a long time ago, and I don't remember it had that shit.
It has that fucking slider where you have to mash spacebar
I
when you
know.
run around. It's really
I know
dumb.
because it's remix 2 thing, I think.
Yes,
not
it was
this one.
I know one
No.
of these games had it. One of these games
Remix
had it.
2. Remix 2. It was Remix 2.
Oh, was it that one? I swear this game had it, but
No.
I guess I was wrong.
This one wasn't. This one didn't have. It's like this one doesn't have that shit. It's Remix original and Remix 2.
Yeah, I knew one of MS Fan's games fucking had that. But anyways, what do you guys think about 1972? I played this. It was
Yeah, it's not as bad as the other all the E-tier games for certain. It does have like clear scenarios, bonus battles that actually gave rewards gameplay wise.
I remember a lot of the bosses were like you fight like Sonic and like
Napstablook, I think there was.
there was like a lot of Undertale
I'll-
shit in this game.
Oh yeah, the arcade thing.
Yeah,
The arcade.
I think D tier's
D,
fair. I don't
yep.
know how's the gameplay. Is it like really bad or?
I think it wasn't as bad as most of the junk games. Like balance way, it's not as bad, but like, oh yeah, for the true ending you needed to like do no bonus battles. I
Yeah, I
remember
think
that.
C or D. Honestly, D tier's
I'd
looking a
say
little lonely,
D.
but
Yeah.
what do you guys think? D or C tier for it?
Mm,
D. I see a lot of
D.
D's, but yeah, D tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
D tier, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's still. I think it's still a little worse in these games, so that's fair.
Yep.
All
I
right.
guess it also had two scenarios, but yeah.
So this game, I remember
Yeah.
it's super grindy. The
Isn't it?
balance is really wacky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Last time I think we called it the BDS reskin.
Yeah, so much from BDS was taken for this game, but it is different from BDS a little
Yes.
bit. It's different enough that it's not
Right.
just a reskin, but
Yeah. Like story is way different, like or at least in some regard.
I just remember it
Like,
being
it's not
so incredibly grindy. It's so grindy. Yes, smoking. Oh wait, he's not in the. Yeah, but yeah, I am recording it. I'm so used to responding. But anyways, yeah, the purple guy game's interesting. For me, it's probably a D tier though.
D tier is probably good.
I-
Like it's
I-
long, but like the length doesn't give the game that is good. Like it has a lot, like the PGO is long, but also doesn't have that much consistency to it. Or whatever the word was.
It's bad, but it's not as bad as like Green
Yes,
Fang's
yeah.
games or anything. Yeah, it's not as bad as these in my opinion. I'd put it in D.
At the start it was like very penny balance, like you needed to get certain things or that you didn't even knew existed, like there. Like
Yeah.
D tier is probably good.
And
Honestly.
it has that old style balance where the game's
Yeah,
balanced around the best equipment. So,
Uh, yeah, MS Fan usually did that.
well, No Impossible, it's basically a boss rush from what I remember.
Yeah, yeah. You basically choose your fights, I think, or anyone didn't have that.
Well, for a game like this, it depends on how good the balance is. If the balance is
Yeah.
decent, I could see like a C tier, but if it's really bad, then because everything else is basically irrelevant for it.
Ooh.
Is it
Should
is
we-
it is it super bad or is it just like kind of bad?
Super bad, really bad D tier. Should we rank all of the NE games at like right now?
Because to me, boss rush games are kind of like hard to rank because it's just battles.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's just balancing.
like, how do you compare a game that's just battles to a game that like actually tries to have like a story and characters and everything? It's kind of like difficult to rank those. But
I think we should just look at the balancing aspect really and gameplay basically.
just the balance.
Yeah, because like there is no story because this type of game doesn't need story. So I say
So-
by balance.
So
How
you
do
guys,
people say?
so you guys think D tier is the balance like pretty bad? Second win spam. So it's worse than No
Okay.
Impossible 2 then?
Brad says yes. DDD.
Okay, so D tier for No Impossible. No Impossible 2. I haven't played these myself, so I genuinely have no idea. I just know they're boss rushes.
And I need to. Tier. What
So
people say?
if it's worse than No Impossible 1, we put it in E tier, but if it's about the same, we'll just put them together.
E tier. Brad says E tier. Theory.
Is it worse than the first one? That's just what I'm asking. Is the
Brad
balance
said
worse?
Brad said it. Yeah, people say it's worse balance wise.
Alright, E tier then. It's worse than 1. Alright, that's fair enough. Okay, so personally my favorite MS Fan game, I think it's his best one. It's got some... So here's the thing about MS Fan. I think he does have like really good ideas sometimes in some of his games. It's just he doesn't know how to do a lot of them properly. This game really had a lot of potential though. For me, yeah, probably a C tier, but what do you guys
He
think?
knows how to write basically. How to write and have a creative ideas or things like that.
Yeah, MS
Yeah.
Fan had like, he was a dev with like a lot of potential, but he just didn't really know how to capitalize on it, in my opinion.
Yeah. Bro.
I think C tier is fair for this one personally.
C tier, C
I'd-
tier, C
I'd put it-
tier.
I'd put it with these.
People say C tier too, so yeah.
Yeah, MS Fan's got some cool ideas sometimes. Alright,
Alright.
FAE, huh? Interesting. Oh man, FAE. It's got some. I think it actually has decent. I think it has decent. I said it. I think it has decent ideas sometimes, but some parts are so fucking bad. Like, I don't know what this man was smoking with the 1987 part, but some parts are horrendous, and I think some parts are fine.
The idea of that is good, but execution of it, like how it we all know about how it originally was meant to be made. Like all eras were meant to be made by the different developers, and that was cool.
Yeah,
like,
to me, E tier is way too low. But
yeah, absolutely. Like at least D or C.
to me, honestly, do you guys think it's better than 3.25? I just want to know. Do you guys think it's worse or better? No? Okay, so D tier's...
No.
So D tier's fine then.
But Fair. Oh yeah, you cannot beat it. You actually cannot beat Fire too.
Oh, that's right.
Without the fan-made patch.
That's right. You need a patch
So,
to
yeah.
actually finish the game. Yeah, 1987, 72, and like the dungeons and some of the later eras are just so bad. MS Fin, I give him respect. He made the whole thing basically by himself, but yeah.
Yeah. He took this. Yeah, this game needs the respect, but like execution was not the best, but for what he did, it's still fucking massive game to this day. Not the longest one by now, but like still. It's
I do give him props for at least trying to finish it. He got pretty far at least. Anyways, FNAFB 1 remix. Okay, I have very fond memories. Very fond memories of this one, and by fond I mean terrible.
Was it that bad?
It's bad, trust me.
I played it, I know. There were
I don't even know
multiple
if
versions.
Yeah,
there were like multiple
like funny.
At times there are basically multiple versions. Like I think I played version where max level was 40, one was 20. Like
yes, it has like the auto life roulette, like spin shit. You can give like
your
whole team.
Top at roulette too. Top at roulette too.
This was the game. I think this was the one with Mario and Luigi in front of the car. I think.
Yeah, that one.
It has Dimencio too. Honestly, those were kind of funny. I'm gonna be honest. They were so bad, but they were kind of funny.
Like, it deserves easily the D tier, but like, does it go to C tier?
No, fuck no. That's not a C tier. Yeah, I literally referenced the game in Eve because it was kind of funny. For me, it's a D tier.
It doesn't deserve this E tier, honestly.
Like saying it's as bad as Dancing All Night's kind of, you know, that doesn't make sense in my opinion.
It's certainly better than more or less every game in E tier.
Yeah, for sure.
So it deserves to go to D.
MS Fen was like me back in those days, just kind of throwing random shit in the game, but it was kind of funny. Yeah, I think D tier is fine. It's poorly made, but it has some. It actually has a little bit of charm to it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's got some of that old era charm.
Decent things. Yeah.
Okay, Remix 2. I do not like this one as much as Remix 1, but
this one had the space that you had spam space. This one.
Yep, E tier. I don't care. That space bar mechanic is so fucking stupid.
Yes. Yes.
It's an E tier just for the space bar. Okay, Fresh, here's the thing. So there's an encounter mechanic where you have to, you know how you like run around the map to get encounters. There's like a bar that shows up and you have to mash space, so you always ambush
enemies. If
you
didn't spam it at the point when it instantly appeared, you would get basically ambushed.
So you have to. So you're literally just walking around the entire game mashing space bar.
Yes. That sucked ass.
It's terrible.
Simply because of that, it deserves E tier.
And the thing is, Ralsei tried to put that back in the remake of the game he was doing, and I told him, fuck no, take that shit out, it's really bad. He tried to leave that in the game. He actually listened to me on that one. Yes, he did, but then he took it out when I told him to take it out.
It's actually not in the I played the newest version and it's not. Also, Remix 2 didn't have the greatest balance, it was the old era junk, so...
Okay, so this is Ralsei's one, isn't it?
No, this
is
the original.
Wait, what is this?
This one you're holding is.
Why is there why is there 3 remix games? What? I didn't even know that.
Ralsei one.
Yeah, that's what I said. Is this Ralsei's one? You said no.
Placeholder one is the normal one. The one that is here is this one is Ralsei.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. They look so fucking. All right, there we go. All right, so this is the one Ralsei did.
Yes.
Yeah, the balance is it's interesting.
Funky. Yes,
it's interesting. You know.
It's not the old era junk, but it also works in the certain skills have chance to do X, but also they backfire at you.
Like, I don't get the point of skills that
Backfire.
like,
Yeah.
like I use a skill that blinds the enemy, so why do I also have to get blinded? Like, this is fucking dumb. And then there's also like questionable, like you get rare candies, so like what's even the point of grinding it all? You can like skip shop levels. The wizards are just way better than the toys. The passives in the game kind of suck. It's just
The thing is, it's way more playable
But
than
it's-
any old player games. Yeah, that's the thing. Like the skills might suck, but it's also not the old era junk. It's normally playable, but like
it's not it's not as bad as the shit in the E tier though. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I think it's D tier.
That's a true.
I feel like it's a D tier. It's not that bad, but
If only it didn't have the backfires, it would go to C, honestly.
and my hopes aren't high for Remix 1 that he's doing because he kept the backfire skills. I don't know why,
Like
but
he basically does. Like
to me the
Remix
game's just,
1.
it's bad, but it's
Is
not. Yeah.
Is Remix 1 better than Ralphie Remix 2? If you think about it.
Yeah, the burn skill is trash in this one too. But anyways.
Oh yeah.
Withered Wackiness, this one's an interesting one. Kind of underrated in my opinion, a little underrated.
But at the same time, it's all the game's junk.
Withered Foxy had a skill that like set the enemy's health to 1. It was kind of funny.
So all the game's junk.
It was like a 20% chance to put the enemy's health to 1 and
oh god.
anything. It worked on any boss.
Back at best chances of Phantom Launch, Jesus fuck.
It also has stat boosts and all that. I remember somebody having like a Withered Bonnie with like 999, like literally just max everything. It was kind of funny, but yeah, for me it's probably a C tier. I think it's better than the D tier games.
At the same time, it's junk. Like those kind of skills.
It's not super. I mean, it's, if anything else, the player's a little bit more overpowered. It's kind of the reverse of like that old era jank where like instead of the enemies trashing you, you can kind of trash on the boss, which I kind of prefer that.
But at the same time, like the launch skill you said, is it really that we should just because of like it's either on player, should we book it higher?
To me, it's better than like the Purple Guy game. I'd rather play this than the Purple Guy game or SL.
But like, is it for example better than 1972?
Yes.
Like
I like Withered Wackiness more than that one.
Fair,
it's pretty simple, but I don't know. I just probably because I knew the guy and I helped him make it, and so. And I will say I will try not to be like biased or anything. You know, I'm willing to admit I have bias for some of these games. I'm willing to admit that. I think everybody has a little bit of bias.
Yeah, that's normal.
I'll try to kind of ignore those personally. But yeah, for me, Withered Wackiness is alright. It's a C tier. I'd put it on the same tier as these. Alright, Shadow Bonnie's Debauchery Misadventure. I played this. I played this game. The balance is like honestly not that bad. It also had fuck, I actually forgot his name. The character in Eve in the Crystal Cave. What was his name? No, it wasn't Springlock. It was
Springlock. It was Springlock.
Oh, was it? Yeah. So this was the game that introduced him to my knowledge. There was like a game show.
Springlock. Oh yeah, that's definitely Springlock. The black Springtrap with red eye. Yeah.
Yep, that was him. But the balance was honestly not that bad. The writing's just bad. Ray doesn't really know how to write very well, but
that's
for
just
me,
I think
for me personally, it's a C or a D tier.
Fair.
I also just noticed I don't think all of Ray's games were on this list because I know he had like 2 other games, but yeah, I don't see
Springboat Cherry, for example. Yeah.
I know he had like 2 other games, but oh well.
Fair.
This was hard. It's a C or a D tier for me. I don't know which one though. You guys think C?
C. People say C.
All right, C tier then.
C
That
equals
looks fair, right?
C. Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been possible. Okay, so now we get to my games. Oh boy. Okay, these are my Now we're gonna get to my games. So BDS, I have very fond memories of making this game. When I was 16, I was in high school. I remember there was like a big flooding hurricane or something, so I was out of school for a month. So I made this game during like a massive hurricane, which, as you can see, probably inspired some of the stuff in the game.
I see.
There's some lore to this for sure.
The lore.
Okay, so let's actually. Okay, so the gameplay, old era jank. It has the old era jank in it. Stat boosts.
Bucket bash.
Actually, so do you need stat boosts to beat the game? I think you do. Like you need.
Most likely. Infinite money glitch.
Yeah. There's infinite money glitch. The entire Act 2 scenario is like a fucking drug trip. I don't even know how to describe it.
Do we rank it?
Yes, I am gonna count Act 2 in that. It's a complete drug trip. It's I mean, how do you even describe it? For me personally, I think Act 2 is just. Frash, did you actually play this game? Did you actually play BDS?
Act 2 is big fiction.
Oh, a long time ago.
Long time ago. Act 2 over Persona games.
Yeah, but it did create like a couple like well-made fan creations. Like everybody likes the 999 defense pumpkin with health regeneration.
Obviously.
And the Adachi fight and everything. It had some honestly pretty peak moments. Yes, it had HP regen with 999 defense. Baka, I don't know, man. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing back then, I'm gonna be honest. I was just kind of messing around in RPG Maker making a game about Bonnie. And then later Persona characters, I guess. Yeah, for me personally, it is a D tier though.
Makes sense.
It's got some charming moments though, in my opinion. I'd actually love to see like Frash or Typo play this game. It'd be kind of funny.
Oh.
It would be funny, because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing back then. Yeah, the Persona refurbs, it introduced that too.
Oh yeah. GOG.
Yeah, you had to have like max stats and everything to like even stand a chance in that fight. Yeah, it's really wacky, but it has a charm to it for sure. I still have fond memories of making the game, so it's something. But yeah, it's not well made. I admit that. Okay, Phantom's Apparition. So probably the game of mine people talk about the least, in my opinion. So I'm just gonna count this as Axel's edit because that's the one most people play nowadays.
Okay, yeah.
So this game had a crafting system. It had. Honestly, I think the balance was okay. I think the balance was fine. It was like, yeah, there was some spotty points in the balance, but you could become God in it too. Like you could get like 100% health regen and like 100% evasion.
Oh right. Only armor from crafting.
So here's how I thought it worked. I thought if you had 100% health regen, I thought that meant that it was like guaranteed to be applied to you and not that it just gave you 100% health regen every turn. Because I didn't know how RPG Maker worked.
Yeah.
So I thought that's how it worked.
Jesus.
But yeah, it had some funny moments. Like I think this was the game that had the first tournament, like actual tournament in the game, if I remember right.
You are the person. You are one of the only person that do this thing, the tournaments.
Yeah, it did have engineer in it. Honestly, I think the dialogue's all right too.
I think
dialogue's
it was
good. I'd give it a C tier
Well,
personally, but
I
what do you guys think?
Yeah.
C tier? You were actually wrong. It's a 1 in 10 chance, not 1 in 20.
alright, 1 in 10 chance to get puppet, was it?
A 1 in 10 chance. Yeah, it had a chance-based party member. You decide if
Or
that's a
no,
good mechanic or not.
or BDS Bonnie was also like that, I think.
Yeah, wait. I don't even remember. Was Phantom Bonnie playable? Oh, wait, no.
BDS Bonnie.
Wait, regular
Yes.
Bonnie. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was a chance-based party. Oh my god. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Oh my god.
Good question.
I think I just did it because I thought it was cool. Like a chance-based party member. I thought that was cool at the time. Yeah, but yeah,
It's
see,
truly the coolest.
one thing I want to see more games do is a crafting system, though. I actually do like the crafting system in that
Sure.
game.
C tier, yeah, makes sense.
I honestly wish I included it in Eve, to be honest. I think there was a lot of potential for it, but oh well. There's
When
a
you
lot of
thought about it,
potential.
it was too late.
Yep, it was too late, but
Yeah.
okay. The plush
Yeah.
trap game. This one.
Beep, beep, beep.
This one's
Triple
funny.
B.
I like the plush
Yeah,
trap
it's
game.
decent.
I've kind of warmed up to it a little bit over time.
Yeah, it was an era where balancing was starting to get decent. Basically.
For me, it's an A or a B tier personally, but I want to see what you guys have
Yeah,
to say.
B, A, B. I personally would go with B tier.
Yes, it had the XOR random encounter thing.
It was funny. Yeah. So the shit. Engineer
Yeah,
gaming also there.
Yeah, it has some funny stuff. Like some equipments don't
Yeah.
work because I still didn't know how RPG Maker worked a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
B8,
do have the
yeah.
double toy Bonnie glitch. I don't know if we should really be giving points for that.
It's actually divided.
But honestly, I think
Smart.
the balance is fine. The game's funny. I'd probably put it
Yeah.
on the same tier as. I'd put it with 1986 personally. But what do you guys think?
Honestly. Balancing was decent. Pokemon. Was it? It was just one Pokemon battle, I remember. Back. A. Yeah. People say it's Warriors 8 here.
I just think the game's fun though. I just think it's a fun, silly game.
Bonus bosses that actually gave rewards.
Yeah, you actually get rewards for
Yeah.
fighting stuff. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, a lot of old era games basically did not give you bonus
Yep.
shit for doing bonus.
I think last year we had it like on low B, but I think people are like warming up to it a little bit.
Like,
Yeah, the Nightmare
yeah,
Chica
we
thing,
we had
the Jacko
Yeah.
Chica.
Jacko Chica, yeah. Jacko Chica is cool actually. I like that.
And I kind of repurposed it for Eve with the Starman thing, but yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, A tier.
Yeah, Mai did a really good job with the game over screen. I'm a fan of it. Oh boy. Okay, well, Eve's up.
Oh boy.
What a game, huh? What a game. Okay, so this one,
F minus.
I am going to try not to be biased for this. So let's actually,
I mean-
I'm actually not going to say, I'm going to say something at the end, but I'll let other
Yeah.
people kind of give their thoughts first. What do you guys like? Do you guys think it's S tier worthy, or do you guys think it's A tier? What do you guys think? Because I'm not going to pitch in
Honestly-
till the end after everyone's done. Sort of give my thoughts on it.
Okay. People more like S tier for Sunlord. Like
As
yeah,
for Sunlord,
balance wise, balance wise, it's like one of the best games still. Like best elemental system game, honestly. Yeah.
Sunlord
Or
truly is one of the bosses of all time.
Yeah.
for sure.
Truly the hardest
Yeah.
boss of all games.
Like the best elemental system game by far. Here I found it. Like one of the better stories. It had like easily longest game. It's like the longest FNAFB game that exists currently. Also, fun to
There,
play, elemental system integrated, bonus equipment system, like the whole customization is great.
I actually want to know what Sonic thinks because I know the Spanish server has a very different opinion on Eve than
Yeah.
most people. So I just want to know what he thinks, but I don't know if he's here. I just know they have a
He
very
is.
different opinion on Eve. But
Yeah,
I just want to know what Sonic
Sonic.
thinks. I don't know if he actually likes the game or not. I'm just curious.
Sonic is here to represent the Spanish people.
I will talk about some of the things that are actually bad that I'd probably change. But
Fair.
so Sonic, what do
not
you
very fun.
what do you think personally? Do you think it's an S tier game or not?
Huh.
I'm just curious. That's all.
100% presentation. Like most people I see is S tiers. Like I don't know, two people say A tier. But mostly because of the humor, which is subjective, honestly. Sonic says I.
Interesting.
Eh.
Okay, and I'll actually give some credence to a couple things that maybe it isn't that peak, but yeah. So I'm actually gonna get to that. So here's the problems with Eve, right? So not all the dungeons are fun to go through. There's definitely like the Freddy Chasm 2 part is not fun to go through.
Some parts are decent, but
The end game,
The
some of the in-game bosses are probably a little overtuned. I will admit that.
most games have that, so yeah.
There are definitely some bosses with RNG shit like Sam. Yeah, obviously if you get bad luck, you can just get fucked over. You can't really do anything. The balances, definitely. But here's the thing about the balance, right? So Eve is a lot different. I think the problem that sort of the Spanish people, the Spanish server has is they're going into the game thinking that it's just another FNAFB game, right? They can't really accept the fact that you're supposed to go into this with like a different mindset. Like if you die to a boss, it's not always the game's fault. Like sometimes it's yours. Sometimes you need to optimize. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I could have worded that better, but yeah. So what I'm saying, but you guys know what I mean. But
like some people go basically in the mindset of they want basically another FNAFB game, but if it's different than usual FNAFB game.
Yeah, not using trinkets, not using charms.
This game is your equipment's important, and I think what they don't get is that you have to change your equipment to fit the boss that you're fighting. If you just go in just trying to make one build and you think you're gonna blow through the whole game with it, that's not how it works. You can't go through the game like that. If you if your whole team gets paralyzed and you die, you should think to yourself, okay, what can I equip to make it so I don't get paralyzed? And then you change your build, and then boom, suddenly paralysis isn't a problem, right? You can do that in Eve. Most other games you don't have the option to do that, and I think that's why.
And you don't need.
Again, it's another layer of strategy that I think they don't really get personally. But I understand the gameplay is not for everyone, so
yeah, Sonic agrees fully.
The balance is different than most games, but I think the balance works for what it is.
Yeah, it's still like we're gonna give it the full credit for all the customization, like all you can do.
To me, the game feels a lot more like an actual RPG than it does a FNAF game. There's a lot more strategy in like planning your builds and what skills you're going to use.
Yeah,
like that, and I think that's why I like the gameplay so much. So I think even if I wasn't the dev, I'd put it in S, but I could see a tier if you aren't that big of a fan of the gameplay or the humor or whatever.
Yeah, if it's so different than the usual FNAF game, it's like, wow.
And that is me trying my hardest not to be biased because this is my baby. I worked on this game for 4 years, and I just hope the effort showed.
Honestly, like, it's the game that deserves the Esther probably the most.
Yes, I'm a fan of just strategic gameplay, like having to change your equipment to fit the boss and everything. I think that's very fun. But not everybody agrees with me, and that's fine. People have preferences.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So I think
Okay.
S tier is fair, but I could see A. That's basically
Like-
how I see it. If someone put it in A, I would like.
Lowest is A. Lowest is absolutely A tier.
Yeah, anything lower than A
Next
is
one.
like, I don't know, but yeah. Well, let's move on then. I think we've said everything there is to say. I hope that was a
Yeah.
good enough explanation for you, Sonic, and everybody else, like why I think that way.
E for Expedition.
Okay, Adrian game. So this was a unfinished game me and Axel did for a jam, and the balance is really funny. I don't know how many of you guys actually played this, but
I personally did not play it.
you play as Adrian, which was like kind of like the kin to Funny Cat, and Leia's a party member, and Prize King's a
Yeah.
party member in it, and it's really weird. And the balance is kind of wacky, but it's the game's like an hour or something. It's really short.
Okay.
There isn't a whole lot to. Well, I think if most people haven't played it, but I'm the dev, so I guess I can kind of rank it. I'd probably give it a C personally. It's okay. It's whatever. It's pretty forgettable though. Yeah, the only way you can play this, it's on like one of Hayden's like unreleased game pages, I think. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Bless did play it. I remember that.
What he has to say.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
Sonic,
say.
about the thing with Satori, right? I just saw that. So here's the thing. I didn't want a character that's just a walking plot device. Like if you have a character that just knows everything that's going to happen, it removes all the tension and everything out of the story. If you just have a character that knows everything that's going to happen before it does. Like yeah, I mean I get the point you're making, like oh why doesn't she just do that? But it's mostly, for that reason. You just have like a walking plot device character that's going to know everything before it happens. That's not really a good character in my opinion.
Yes, absolutely. You don't want those.
That's because I didn't want a character just like overusing their ability on everything, and you just instantly know everything that's gonna happen.
Yeah. I don't know. Literally has 100% kills. Oh. Adrian literally has 100% kill skill with penny's cost.
Also, I just like to think that there are like people that can counter the ability somewhat. Like obviously you have like Promise Sign, and she's been there for a while, so she'd kind of know like what Satori can do, and maybe play. I know that's like kind of going out of there, but you know what I mean.
There would probably exist things that would block the ability of mind readers.
Yes, that is a thing that can happen. I don't blame people for not knowing that though, but that's kind of my answer.
And
I mean,
probably,
Shadow Entered had like a resistance to it, kinda, because his mind was like so fucked up. So yeah. Yeah, I just think the mind reading. I just think if you have a character that just knows everything that's gonna happen, it's just not a good character, in my opinion. But I know not everybody sees it like that, and that's fine.
Yeah. Plus, Satori could just maybe not want to use that ability. For example.
Yeah, yeah. But I think that part's alright. It's not the best, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Anyways. Well, let's get to Axel's games, shall we?
Okay, well,
So, the original
let's fully
MFCB.
move on from it.
Right.
So, I don't know how many of you guys played the original. I have played it.
If there's one thing I remember,
didn't
that would
fully
be
finish it.
Sayori being in it.
Yes,
Sayori's in it. There's like a Yuri boss battle in it. So I remember seeing an opinion somewhere where someone put the original. Okay, so Sonic, why do you think the original's better than Apocalypse? I'm curious, because the Apocalypse just has more content in it. So I'm curious why you think that. I'm very curious. That's an interesting take, I'd have to say. Oh, the end of the original. Oh, I see. I didn't see that. Oh, okay, I actually
You know,
agree. I actually
yeah, original ending is better. Yeah, absolutely, because that boost be taking over. It's like kind of asshole.
I agree that like the final area, like the final boss of the original's better than the Apocalypse one. The upgrade shit was just dumb. I don't know why that was put in the game,
Yeah.
but
Like the frozen core
it
and
was,
and two babies.
yeah, and then and then Apocalypse replaced it with just the upgrade kit
Upgrade
thing,
kit. Yeah.
which
That
I didn't like.
the
And then
also some skills were fully replaced, which and rebalance Apocalypse was.
and then Apocalypse has that dumb thing where you just fight odd lefty in the game, and it's not
Alright.
done well at all. I hate that. I don't know why Axel
Wasn't that
does
just
that.
Q scenario? Wasn't that just Q Nightmare End scenario?
It was in the Nightmare Endo scenario, I think.
Yeah.
You just
yeah,
fight
yeah.
you just fight odd in that for some reason.
You fight odd, you fight in out, like it's basically
I'm not a fan of games where they like personally attack people because the dev doesn't like them, and Axel
Yeah,
still kind of did that in the Atomic Attack update, and that's kind of why it got canned, because he did that again.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Let's yeah.
Baka, we told you it was the Ice Core and then the two babies,
Yeah.
and then it was replaced with an upgrade kit. But I think besides the ending of Apocalypse, I
Yes.
think overall
And
the game is improved over the OG. But I'm curious to see what other people
Absolutely.
have to say.
Balancing some sections are basically added sections, like the dream section between night 3 and 4 was it added.
I like the Abyss League as well.
Yeah, Abyss League, the Hell expansion in the Apocalypse.
I like how Axel misspelled the title, by the way. That's kind of funny.
Alright.
He misspelled the title
Bonus
screen.
points. Bonus point just for that, truly.
Yeah, that's peak. But I'd put... Where would you guys put the original MFCV? I'd probably...
At least C tier. At least C tier or B tier.
To me, I think the original is still better than, like, G1, personally. I think it's a little bit more fun than those games.
If we look at this, yeah, absolutely, then more or less.
I think if you look at the C tier games, I'd say the original's better. I think B tier is fair.
Oh yeah, this is the first B tier, yay.
Oh my god, we got our first B tier after like an hour. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, hour and like an hour and 20 minutes around. Hour and 10.
Well, Apocalypse, huh? So it's an improved. There are some parts that are worse, like the odd lefty fight, and the ending isn't as good.
Yeah.
But I think overall everything else, the game's a little bit more fun to play. I think it's got more substance to it.
The more content usually is better, and in this case it's true. Like the more it added the whole Hell expansion, Abyss League, like. Was the PPP reference in original? No, I think.
I will say this probably about Apocalypse, and actually I'll say this about Eve too while I'm at it, is that I know some people have problems with like, the bonus content isn't really bonus. You basically have to do the bonus content to actually progress with the game. MFCVA has it, Eve has it. Really, honestly, I think that's a problem me and Axel both have, is that we make these huge ass games, and then we put like shit tons of bonus content in them, and then the problem becomes, well, the mandatory fights, you have to fight the optional content and quotation marks to actually get through it, and in that case, is it really optional? You know.
I mean, if it was Night 4 was like bull in the plot, where in plot you were set to do bonus content, like plot set that you should do the bonus content because you had to get strong for the more.
Eve does kind of use it as like the game expects you. It basically tells you, it kind of expects you to do that.
There it's fine, I say. And if it's fine, FNAFB, maybe like one or few things, but like.
I do know some people had problems with Apocalypse where they just couldn't get past because they didn't do all the optional stuff. And that's fair. I mean, that is, that's accurate.
Yeah.
That is a valid criticism for MFCVA. But
Was it typo?
No typo. It's not you, man. Don't worry. It's not just you. It's other people.
Do we put it B tier with the original, or do we put it in A tier?
So, I mean, I think a lot of I think the game's more fun than the original.
Like,
but I think the whole
MF
balancing thing is a problem.
Apocalypse refined it. Apocalypse refined gameplay. Like, in original, the scan also had like states for some reason.
Like,
in Apocalypse, you don't see the states.
Like the original,
from
the original game had a problem with the element system where you couldn't get
Yeah.
access to all of them. You had like 10 elements. You only got like 6 of them. You couldn't get everything.
Like,
and that is definitely a problem. I take away points. Apocalypse does fix that though. So
yeah, like the kind of half the ice bite, for example, from
So-
Moldy.
yeah. So do you guys think A or B tier? I'm kind of leaning A, but I want to know what you guys think. A or B? A or B
Low
tier?
A. Low A.
A, B.
B tier, A tier.
A.
Interesting.
A.
Well, I
I
guess
see more A's than B's.
I guess I have problems with Apocalypse. It definitely has that balance problem, but these other two games also kind of have, a little weird balance. Yeah, I wouldn't put it in S tier, but A's fine for Apocalypse, I think. A for Apocalypse, I guess. Why not?
Yeah, fair. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah,
the best.
I think some people had like a problem with the story in the original, or like in Apocalypse. Like some people prefer the story in the original over Apocalypse, I think.
Oh yeah. Also, the original, you also had the stat boosts too,
Yeah,
like the upgrade kits.
Yeah, upgrade kits, all that. But
You could only get them at like what, night 3?
yeah, they were limited, I think.
On the bon shop. On the bon shop.
There were new things put in the story, to my knowledge, in Apocalypse. There were new things, but some people have problems with some of those.
Yeah. I think like you had 2 bonus members, for example, and Freddy was also a party member.
And then you have like optional party members that you can miss, like Fredbear.
Yeah.
You can miss him. Party Hat.
Fredbear and
you can
Party
miss
Hat.
him.
Those
Yeah,
two.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
And they would
in that sense.
Night 5 and night 0.
But yeah, I think
Members.
personally I'd probably put it in, B, but that's whatever. Well, the boys, the best.
The best.
It's basically a shitpost game, but it is kind of funny.
Honestly, it was pretty good.
I think the balance is actually fine.
Nope, it's not reskit. It's not reskin backup.
It's not a reskin. It has a lot more to it.
Yeah, way more like it has.
I'd personally probably go with a B tier, but what do you guys think? You guys think B tier?
C either. For me, it's either B or C.
B or a C tier. I guess it just depends if
Yeah.
you like the humor or not, really. Yeah, it's like a reskin at the
Starts.
start, but it branches out a lot more
Like
later.
it starts as the mini section from MSTV, like where you had the Q item.
Yeah,
and you also get in the scenario bon.
I'd say B tier is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gameplay's okay, but I think the game's fine. I think a B tier is fine.
Yep.
So this one is
B for best.
This one is a FNAFB 2 reskin, basically, but like you have
So
characters
we
with like
do not
different.
rank it.
You have characters with like different skills and stuff. So I don't know if you guys really want to count that.
I'd say not really. Like all it changed was some skills basically for members.
I
Like
think.
how we play with them.
Do we make a unranked tier then? Just put games we just say we're not going to rank them. Or do you just want to leave it at the bottom?
I say we could just push it down now. Unranked is never played. You could just make unranked.
Oh, yeah, I could just
change
say-
the never played to unranked, just never played. Yeah.
There we go. I think that's fine.
Yeah, moral. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably all the reskin tier basically. Yeah.
I guess that can kind of be our reskin tier. But
Yeah. We have way less reskins this time. I'm pretty sure.
well, Enragement Quest, easily Axel's
Ooh.
worst game in my opinion.
Yep.
It's very forgettable.
That'd be
I'd give it
It's
like
like-
I'd give it like a D probably, or a C.
Yes.
C at the highest. C
Yeah,
at,
like- High C tier.
No. Like C, low C or B.
isn't it like
People
it's like
say C.
it's like 2 hours long, I think. Smoke, and just go to the tier list channel and just check the pins if you want the link.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I posted actually.
I'd probably say C. I think it's better than like FAE, for example. I'd rather play this, but you know.
Okay, I posted the tier list in the channel.
Yeah, there you go for anyone that wants to make their own, I guess. But I think we got a pretty good list going here right now. I'm glad we have Sonic here because he can kind of give us like different takes, I think, than most people in the community will.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
For the
Yeah.
different side of the community, basically.
C tier. Okay, Burno game I think is an interesting one.
Oh, that's a good, decent one.
I love it.
Okay, so Burno game, we had this game like an A+ tier last time, I believe. We had this game super high.
It's good.
It's not gonna be.
Sorry.
It's not gonna be that high. Okay, Sonic's right.
4 hour
That 30 fucking boss rush at the end of the game is bad. I do not like it. It's not fun to do that.
Yeah.
And honestly, that kind of killed my enjoyment at the end of it. But I think the game is honestly decently well balanced. I feel like
Up to that point, it is absolutely pretty good.
the balance is fine.
Yeah.
My problem with the end is that it kind of just became like combo skill spam. Like I was just spamming donuts on Burno and just spamming combos.
I personally don't think I used combos for the game.
Oh, I use them like all the time.
Ah.
Yeah, and then like the steal mechanic's interesting, but there's nothing that like tells you what bosses drop like from the steal mechanic.
Like from Clown Piece, you could get like the higher tier weapon for Burno.
Yeah, you could get it like way early, but
yeah,
I'd give it a B. I think personally, we had it like insanely high last time, but I'd give it a B personally now.
B or A, honestly. Like
I'd say B.
B tier for B sounds good. B.
I know. I've seen people like put this in the D tier or like even lower. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad of a game. I'd say B tier. I think it's fine. It's good. It's decent.
Better than the best and EMFC file, more or less.
Yeah, I'd say it's better
than those two.
I'd say it's better than the games in C tier.
Yeah, then C tier absolutely. Is it better than B tier games?
I guess it's up to your interpretation. Okay, I actually don't know what this one is. Deluxe. What is this one? Is this Sonic? Is this one of the
Spanish games?
Oh, is it? Okay, I haven't played it, so I can't say anything. Is it like a FNAFB 3? Like, is it like a rebalance or?
Basically one of the Spanish games which almost no one can say shit about it because no one played Spanish games really.
Okay, it is a rebalance of FNAFB 3 then.
Let's say first. I would expect it to be like slight expansion to FNAFB 3. Yeah, adds content.
So Sonic, where would you put it on the tier list personally? Because the rest of us like have no idea because we haven't played it.
Just Act 1 and 2, you say, Louis.
Otherwise, we'll just have to like leave it unranked, I guess, because we haven't played.
Yeah. Like no one can really say because it's a Spanish game. Like that's the problem with the games that are basically in different language than English. Like no one almost can say anything about it. Considering the game is cut Act 3. And I'll just say I don't like
Oh, it's not finished.
C tier. It's not
C-
finished.
C tier.
Like
I mean,
can-
I guess I can take. He's had some decent opinions so far. I think I could take his word for it. C tier. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it can't be worse gameplay wise than SL, right?
Probably. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, C tier's
First
probably
Spanish,
that's
not
probably
B3.
alright. Okay,
Hmm.
another Spanish one. Yep, another game that none of us really know.
Spanish FNAFB for I think this is, yeah. Like,
Yeah, we'll have to learn Spanish for the next for the third tier list in like 2 years. We'll have to learn it for that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know what? We really need a French one because I know how to speak that. I could do a French FNAFB game, but I know you other guys won't. I know you guys won't agree with me.
Jesus.
Real, yeah, Flan and Axel collab for the German game. Well, B tier, I guess. I don't even remember where we put this last time. Okay, and Deluxe Edition. I think this is a FNAFB one.
Probably put it.
Probably.
Most likely.
Well,
Most
nobody played it, so.
Good tier because no one played it. Okay.
All right, we'll just put it in there. Nobody played it. I think I've seen it, but
Oh. No, wait, Sonic says.
yeah, French is easy.
Totally.
Je m'appelle Ashy.
I think. Ah.
Oh wait, you mean this
It
one?
was he
Wait,
says
oh, this one. Okay, you meant this one. Okay. I think you meant
no,
this
no,
one.
no. He meant the last tier list.
Wait, what? Oh, he meant.
He meant that we put it on last tier list. We put it in the shit tier because no one played it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got confused.
Fair.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And croissant. That's how you say it.
Croissant.
That's actually how you say it. I'm not joking.
Oh.
Croissant.
Yo. Croissant.
Poisson.
Oui. Baguette.
French
French bread.
enjoyers in the chat. That's a surprise. All right, so Sonic, what about this one, Deluxe Edition? Where we popping it at? I actually don't know what this one's like. It's probably a FNAFB one thing.
Because I get the deluxe one. There are B or C. Some interesting things.
B or C.
Will add much more.
Let's go with a safe C tier placement. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go with a safe C tier. I think that's fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, it's the grid game. Goes to hell and gets some double quarter pounder Mickey D's.
Oh, double quarter pounder.
I was kind of hungry.
Damn.
So yeah, this one's like it's like a 30-minute game. It's alright. I give it a C tier.
Probably good.
There's like 2 or 3 battles.
There are no Oh yeah.
There's
There
like,
are like no items in this. Like you heal after battle. Fully.
we did get some grid content though, so I give it a couple points. It goes in the C tier.
Grid bias the best.
Okay, I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. You guys go ahead and talk about this one,
Sure.
and then I'll come back.
Hasbro has GT. Interesting one, pretty fun, but sweet. GT is the toy. No good. No. This is Rockstar Freddy game. Rockstar Freddy Haste game. FNAFB Tower, basically. Like baby steps where the graphics are good, but the gameplay is meh. Visual more than gameplay. The old one, of course. Still haven't played that one, but heard better than the gameplay was better than baby steps. Balance can be snapped in half. Create your party. Fair.
All right, what do you guys? Let's look at the chat real quick. What did I miss?
Mostly opinions. Mostly opinions. C or D. Like, okay, people.
Really, you guys think C or D? Damn.
In Mario,
I was expecting higher than that.
Don't like. Honestly, for me, it's like all it has is the pretty graphics. I don't like the gameplay of it, personally.
I don't like the battle HUD for this game, and I go for the same thing with Baby Steps. I don't like the HUD where the character's like way like in your fucking face, like just takes up half the screen. I don't like that personally, but
fair. Honestly, fair. B, I guess. People say B tier. I see B, B, C or D, C.
Damn, so we got C, D, or B tier. For me personally, I think the game's fine. Like, I don't think it's bad. Like, I wouldn't put it with like BDS tier, for example, or SL. I think it's better than those.
Yes.
The gameplay's like, you know, I think the writing's like kind of whatever. I'd go with a C tier personally. Damn, we had
C tier, yes. Safe C tier.
We had this game like an A+. Damn, this thing came down like almost 3 tiers.
Last time we gave graphics too much credit, basically.
Yeah, well, to be fair, we did put SL in B tier last time, so...
Yeah, nostalgia and the nostalgia and graphics were too high.
We definitely wisened up a little bit.
C, yep.
Yeah, actual discuss. Yeah, we're not just putting games and
then
just moving on. Yeah. Damn.
Yes, oh boy. And there are not many people who actually speak here this time, who speaks over each other.
Oh my fucking god! I
Wario.
just played these like a week ago.
Oh, actually, you can speak shit about them.
Typo,
Wario.
man, you are free to talk, and you are free to talk about these if you want. I think you can say it better than any of us. Unless you don't want to, but unless you don't want to.
He's here right now.
But yeah, the Wario games are, man. Oh my god! The first game doesn't even. It doesn't give us Healer Bowser. The other two games did. We have Healer Bowsers, and the other two. Oh, these are the
original. Oh yeah, I guess the original go first.
Okay, then I only played the remakes. Then I didn't play these. Oh, these are the remakes right here. Now I remember. Okay, these are the remakes. Okay, these are the originals. So how are the original games? Okay, reskin for 1. I see reskin. I'm gonna have to add like music to this in the back for the actual video, but.
Should we just get the music button right now?
No.
Fair.
I can just so it's easier for me to edit the video later.
Post.
Okay,
yeah,
so reskin tier. What about the second game? I don't know if the originals are archived. I mean, Chungus probably has them. Yeah, he has them. So okay. So if we need them, he can just upload them later. But yeah. What about the second game? Is that one also a reskin? Or just all 3 of them just reskin games? Because I honestly don't know. Interesting. Got more original. So 2 is a little bit different. So we could probably rank it then. But I've never played it personally, so I wouldn't have a clue.
He was hell of a old
D.
unoptimized. Should run slower than a toddler. Removes this.
So probably D tier, just for the optimization.
Knowing. That's what's third.
Balance. Well, I'm thinking it's looking like a D tier then.
They were probably balanced like FM games, knowing life.
That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
And
Most likely.
the third game. So this one I think is like a lot more original stuff in it.
Nights and we are portals and the
Interesting.
house train position. Alright, I think I remember that. I played a tiny bit, but I never really got into, I think, Wario games, originals. It's mostly do things to get items.
Wait, so this game was canned. It's not even. It's canceled.
And the first game got released. Damn.
So where would you guys put it?
Has to go like city.
Wario 3 C tier. C tier, I guess C for Wario. Totally got the same letters in it.
For Wario. Absolutely.
All right, C for Wario.
Double
Yeah, C tier is probably fair. I think that's a safe pick. Okay, garlic string. I have heard things about this. Barely surpasses reskin territory. Yeah, Bless did help with one of these games, if I remember right. Yeah, help make it. So, Typo, where would you put it personally? Oh, D tier.
big tier.
So I guess it's just not a fun game. Yeah, weird Final Mix 1. Yeah, that sounds like a D tier. Wait, I put the wrong game in there. There you go. Alright, so this one I did play. I just played all 3 of these games last week. Yeah, Wario, they made Wario so ass. He's fucking terrible. Oh, the gameplay is so bad. But you do get Healer Bowser in the next 2 games. Yeah, there's no Healer Bowser
Nope.
in this. Yeah, Wario was complete garbage. You hate to see it. For me, it's probably a E tier or a D. From what I played, I think it's an E though. Oh yeah, you're right. The second and third games are worse. Damn, Bless wants garlic string in E tier. Alright, how about this? Here's what we'll do. We'll put this one in D, and we'll put... You guys think garlic string in E tier is fair? Okay. Yeah, fair enough. That's fair. Alright. second game. Yep, Healer Bowser is a thing in this. Unfortunately, the games get progressively worse as they go on. Yeah, some of the rings are really busted. But I know Typo's gonna have some good opinions, so I'm honestly waiting for him. Peak. Balance in all capital letters. Never had to worry about the timer. Yeah, for me it's probably a D tier. Yeah, the balance is, yeah, it's definitely, it's either a D or a E tier. But I don't know what you guys think. Is it worse than the first one? What do you guys think? I honestly thought they were about the same. Maybe the second game's like a little bit more unbalanced though. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I don't really like timers. I do know the third game's the worst one by far. Third game is terrible. So I'd say we can compromise and put the first and the second in the same, and then we just put the third one. Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Yep, so now we get to the third game. So yeah, Chris, you can feel free to talk about it, man.
Alright, here we fucking go. This game is boring. I'm gonna say it just at the start. Peach is for some reason your main damage dealer. Bowser's a healer that gives you infinite SP and infinite HP once he's level 20. The skill ring exacerbates that problem, makes him stupid busted. The balance is pretty out of whack. There's pre-buffing. You can interact with basically everything to get those pre-buffs, and you can just buy them infinitely from the shops. I think the shop mechanic was implemented pretty well, but I mean, the game sucks. But, hold on. Okay. We're good? Okay. So, not a lot of bonus content, from what I remember. It has been a bit since I played the game, but pretty unfun. There was like one bonus boss, a few. One of them just gives Wario a kingly real weapon when no one else has it for no reason, because that's how they balance him, because he's fucking dog shit in this one too. But he's really just not good. He's pretty underpowered, and one thing I can say the game is going on is the way they scaled getting party members, because it starts off at everyone is at 1 star. After you get a couple, then they get harder, and I think they did that well. Though you have to refight them to get kingly weapons, which makes Toad kind of an RNG fest because of the time saver move that Typo talked about in the second game. You can just wipe your whole team out on turn 1 and you lose because he's Foxy, basically. But not that fun. And yeah, the game's pretty boring. E tier, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I played it recently. I think a E tier is fair. Yeah, it does. Yeah, and the enemies use party member skills so they can just wipe your party.
Very valid.
Perfect balance.
Yes. Enemies using actor skills is like one of the worst things you could do.
Nothing like getting instantly killed because they can use my own skills.
Yeah. I remember that was in like Generation or Ultimate, for example.
Oh my
Jesus.
god, Typo, that is so trash. Shop teleporting to a
Just
random
teleporting
map.
to a random. Oh
Why?
god.
Why? Why would you have that?
My Jesus. Jesus. That sounds like some random miser or misery shit.
Bro, even in BDS, I wouldn't do that. A teleporting shop.
Unless it was like gimmick of the shop where you would pay the shopkeeper to for
Oh my
random
God.
teleport, but why?
Also, there's a. I
Like a
forgot
down
to talk
front,
about
yes.
this. There's a secret area you can go to that has, I think, a couple bonus bosses. You can interact with the couch, and that has a slightly funny meme, I guess. That's really all you can give it for. But yeah, the game sucks.
Trash tier.
Sure. Sure.
Well, we are Wario'd out, and unfortunately, the best
Ooh,
Wario game we got
BBB.
is a mid one. Okay, so this one,
Burger.
we were high off our rockers when we did this last time. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
We were insane for the tier we put this in. We put it like in A tier last time.
The Earthbound FNAFB game, in a way.
We put it in A tier. Yeah, this is the Earthbound one
Yeah.
with the battle menu and everything.
Battle menu, the health basic, you being able to heal with normal item to be before you reach 0 HP to heal actually. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was actually pretty neat. If you reacted fast enough, you could prevent death.
I do like the Mother HUD. I do like that.
Uh,
But I know
decent.
some bosses are just, oh my goodness.
Balance. Yeah, balancing.
It is rough in the balance department.
Graphic wise, pretty decent.
Yeah, everything.
Balance wise, rough.
Yeah,
Not as bad as most old games, but pretty still. Eh.
I still remember the extra scenarios. Final boss has like the same like dialogue as act phrase. Final boss.
Oh, nice.
I'd probably give it a C. I don't know what you guys think. I wouldn't say it's D. I'd probably put it in C tier, personally.
It's
C tier, at least,
certainly
yeah.
not as bad as SL. Certainly not as bad as
Yeah,
SL.
it's better than these games, but I
If you
think
look
the balance is just, there are some bosses that just fucking suck.
balance wise,
Fucking suck.
at some points it's decent, at some other points it's but like it's mid and it's probably C tier, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, everything gets counted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the C tier is
Southern
yeah.
Night Lefty thing, yeah.
Yeah, there was bonus stuff in the game. Yeah, some balance stuff is a little penis mode, but I think C tier is fair. Well,
Puppet and Gooby was playable there, yeah, I think.
and here we have Ace Rebirth. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't play it. What do you guys think?
I played some of it, I think.
What do you guys think?
I-
Because I personally haven't.
Don't
But
play it. Here. C
I
tier.
forgot it had a true ending or whatever.
Alright.
Which is just canon 2, which leads to BB. Yeah.
A bit worse.
if I remember right, didn't it have a had Lolbit, I think, in the game as a party member or something?
Wasn't there Wolfie in this one? Wolfie?
I'm pretty sure all of the
And purple guy? Wolfle. Yeah, I think that... I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
I remember...
I've forgotten
remember...
a lot about
Yeah.
this game, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you get Lolbit as a party member though.
pretty forgettable game as it seems.
Yeah, that's if you go for a true ending route, Luigi.
Right.
Alright.
Like
In the
Wolfle
normal-
as well. And you had that Metroid moment or something like that.
In the normal ending you just go with the whole game with the Gooby and us, don't you?
I think we
And
go
there's like an option to get the normal ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a C tier is fair.
Yeah, most likely.
You guys think C is good? C,
Maybe
D?
that's
What do you guys think? C tier?
Yeah, Becca said C tier earlier.
C tier
Yeah.
for Ace makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Yep.
Wasn't
I
this one a reskin?
Yeah, everything but for the moment.
Yeah.
Yep, this one's a
I think that
reskin, so
was
we're not gonna rank
reskin, yeah.
it.
Oh no, that would.
Oh yes, Twisted Party.
The twist.
Yeah, finish it. So, got it.
I've heard a lot about Twisted Party, but
That's
I haven't
pretty
actually
decent game.
I haven't actually played it myself, so I'm curious.
You should.
Meh.
You should absolutely. Like, it's pretty decent. It's not the top, but like decent. 9 party members. And the one option, yeah, like you get as like this is the continuation of like the third game in the trilogy of Ace, BBB, and
Yeah, it does get unbalanced.
I think I
Near
saw
the end
Axel
game.
play it, and it was really fucking
There's-
bad at the end.
there is also the accused scenario of Gritulia.
Yeah,
Really
I think
gets
I
the
think a
obvious-
C
Oh yeah,
tier.
the Grid Trolley scenario exists. Yeah.
C tier, most likely, yeah.
Yeah, I think a C tier is
Yeah.
fair. C tier.
Not as good B tier games, yeah. Honestly, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I watched Axel play it. It just looked kind of whatever, kind of forgettable.
It's decent, but like not top tier.
Yeah, I agree. Well, Spirits of Abyss is canceled, so there isn't really much to say about it.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like, how long is the game? Like 30 minutes? Like it's very short.
On the rank,
It is a demo, and it's gonna be on indefinite hiatus now.
Yeah, we have no idea if
the
it's
rank height.
if it's.
We cannot really judge the game. Yeah, we cannot really judge the game. So it's probably unranked.
I mean, we could rank what was there. It was okay, but I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys want to actually rank it or just not rank it? All right, don't rank
Not
it.
ranking.
All right, fair enough.
Ranking, yeah.
Damn, I did not know Grand made so many games.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
CPM.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that it's unfinished.
Oh, this is the main one, I think. Yeah.
So true. I mean, yeah, the gameplay. I played it. The gameplay's decent, but there's a special edition and there's a Damnation edition on it. Oh my god.
Mhm.
Yeah, base I think was okay. Probably a C tier for that one.
I personally did not play that one, so I don't know. C tier.
Yeah.
Sure, no.
Yep, C tier.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fair. What about special edition?
Which one was the truly one now?
Oh yeah, the very short one.
Yeah, this one's
With
like yeah.
like 10 minutes.
That, honestly, it's like 10 minutes. Can you even rank that? Yeah, this
Special
is the
edition
one.
grid
This is the one with grid in it.
I mean, we ranked the Ritually Goes to Hell, so
I mean, fair enough, I guess. It would be D tier.
it's.
I don't remember. I haven't played these games in like fucking years.
I played it like a year or two ago. It's
Which one?
Pokemon.
Damnation?
Yeah, so looking like a D
One more
tier.
complete.
Looking like a D tier for me.
Yeah.
Alright, then there's Damnation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Damnation was kind of the start of that.
Yeah. Oh.
Condemnation has started improvement.
Probably D or C tier, one of those. Probably D tier, if I'm gonna be honest.
It is not better than the base game.
Yeah, it is not.
D tier.
Yeah, and it's still short.
So D tier.
Alright, Dormy. I haven't played it.
Also unfinished. I'm pretty sure.
Unfinished and pretty
I
bad
think
balance. Kind of.
Unbalanced, unfinished as a game.
So would you put it in E tier then?
And
Is it worse than the Cerno games? I guess is like a good question.
yeah.
Kind of at the same level.
Hmm.
Maybe high E or low D.
What's your take on the typo? D tier typo says so D tier?
Yeah, probably D.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, this game
Hey,
I played it, but I played a reskin of it, where like Axel like reskinned all the characters and stuff. So in terms of like the gameplay and stuff, I can't say too much, but I do know about like the story and all that. It's basically Mother 3. You go into the desert, Lockbird like replaces Facade, and you go into like the Osaho Castle with like Kumatora. I think it's really weird.
Jeez.
And I think someone's OC is a character. Actually, I think Gran just put like all of his friends in the game as playable characters.
So no one actually played it here.
I think I'm the only one that deadass like kind of played the game.
So actually no one can really rank it.
I can rank
If you
it.
say
It's a
like
D tier. It's a D.
Well, fair.
It's just, and basically yes, it was the game. It was the game with the donkey fucking in it, but it was taken out.
Oh, it comes.
And it had it had a scene where you banged Kumatora, but that also got taken out.
You people don't want to know that. People don't want.
Bro.
There was an image where it was just two donkeys fucking. For some reason, there were just two donkeys.
Who the fuck greenlit that?
Wouldn't that go to F tier?
Look, I've said for the longest time that 2016 FNAFB was wild. People just did whatever they wanted.
Yeah,
But
you can see that from Gane, huh?
But all that stuff was removed, so I'm ranking it with all that shit taken out.
But the original game has that.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, 2016
So we would need to
it
include
was some
that.
wacky shit going on, man. It also had like a bee dungeon with like the fucking B movie script playing over the dungeon or something. It was really weird.
Typo. Next game you will add Ballora milk. Okay. You will be called to that typo.
Okay, this
No,
one
a sequel.
I haven't played. It is a sequel, but I haven't played it. The first game was basically just Mother 3 and like random shit going on. This one, I don't know though. I don't know if anyone here's played it.
No. All I know it is unfinished.
Yeah, it's unfinished, and I don't even think you can. I don't know, but yeah, unranked because I don't think anyone here's played it. Expanded and Reloaded, haven't played it.
It's basically Files of Fuck Boys 2, but Springtrap is it in, and you have an extra mode which was kind of like after story where you have a shit ton of bosses you have to go through, and it has that end game dungeon where it's kind of like where you have it in fire where you have these black balls and you have to fight a shit ton of cameras and shit. Basically.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, then the other mode sounds pretty decent, but the main mode is not really that expandatory to say the least. I guess a C tier, maybe high B.
As good? Is it as good as G games?
Like,
I mean, at least has
yeah, I think C tier
better balance. I think, yeah.
is it really better than other?
Yeah, C tier. Well,
Right,
this
so-
the Foxy
Oh,
game.
this is
Ooh.
This one's interesting.
Foxy game.
Oh man. I played
Mhm.
this game, but it was so long ago I don't remember it.
Same.
But I did
Same.
not. But I do not remember liking it that much. If I remember right, there was like a map where it was like pitch black, and you had to like find something in the dark or so. I can't remember.
Jesus.
Alright, this is the game where Freddy becomes a party member in the end.
Alright, Freddy,
Yeah.
Foxy, Angle, and Freddy was the member, I think.
And also Future Puppet being a secret boss.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and then there was like a map where you had to like walk in the dark to find something. I think. I can't remember exactly.
Sounds like a D tier.
Maybe D, yeah.
Yeah, D.
X Mangle, yeah.
Oh, EDQ.
EDQ,
Ooh.
huh? So this
EDQ,
one, this
being
one's gonna
famous.
get some opinions for sure. So I think
Huh.
most people here have played EDQ. It's one of the more popular games in terms of who played it.
Yeah,
And-
don't forget the
Yeah.
drop rates are unbelievable.
But,
And the remaster is even worse.
And also
Famous
the
one in
ending being like
750 drop rate.
nothing. Like, it's
Oh,
all
was
for
it?
nothing.
80s Indo with that dog shit roulette skill.
Oh,
where
right.
It was like a 1 in 100 to get some.
Oh, good.
Man, we are really gambling here.
Gambling.
Chris, the
Jesus.
item drops are like 1 in 400 to get like
Yes.
one weapon, and there's multiple
Yes.
of those.
Yeah,
One
in
it's
the night-
taken me.
night-
I'm like famous for me taking 3 hours to get all the godly items, and that's just what it says on my save. It took 4 times that amount.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
My
Yeah.
1 in 400 drop rates. Oh
that is 2 times the.
Wasn't
godly
there, like,
items. 2 times?
A
10
few
times the
things
godly
that were
items.
1750.
Thank God.
I remember Omega BB being one of the relic
Already.
bosses.
Yeah, you had to farm multiple of those just to be able to beat the game. Like you had to get armors,
Right.
you had to get different weapons, you had to get
For
there's just all kinds
everyone.
of shit.
And,
For every
and
party
also
member.
getting End of Rock by going to the concert like 10 times.
Yeah, it is not a very fun game in my opinion. It's super
Mhm.
grindy, like probably the most grindy game on
Yes.
the list.
One of the most grandest, yeah.
And I
And
think
Golden
even
Freddy being an awful fight
Like,
in the beginning of
Least
Act 1.
rewarding for the most grind. Oh, there.
you have like you
Because-
have party members that are ass, and then you have some of the bosses
Yeah.
are ridiculously tanky. It's insane.
Like 90s Golden Freddy will end you if he uses Rushdown.
Yeah, boss
Oh,
is
yeah.
insta killing all the time. It's oh man.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, back then people thought it was good. 2015, 2016, this was a good game back then.
Yeah, because we didn't know better.
Because
Yeah.
this is just what people were used to. But nowadays it's
Yeah.
different.
People grew out of it. No.
For me it's a D tier, easy.
Yeah.
D tier
For the
easily.
gameplay.
And
Darny is why is it? Nah,
there's
not the one.
there's worse gameplay. It's
Yeah. Puppet game is worse.
It's like FNAFB 1 through 3 gameplay, but like bosses have insane amounts of health and super grindy. EDQR basically a meme, but
EDQR.
basically a meme.
Remake of the
Unfinished as
90s.
hell.
Remake of
Never,
the
it's
90s
never going to
and-
be finished. It's cancelled. Surely.
Yeah. Yeah, another thing to note is like
It's
there
unfinished.
Only
are
has
different
90.
enemies, so each enemy has the 1 in 300 chance for the weapon and armor, so have fun better edition.
So like
So fun. Yeah, it's really
Honest-
unfinished. I don't even know if we can really
I love
rank
grinding.
it.
it's basically the same as basic EDQ, but only 90s section.
Yeah, I basically can't rank
Yep,
it
only
really.
Act
Oh,
1.
yeah.
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 Judgment
I
Day.
Oh, hey, it's the mini.
This one is a short ass game
Oh.
with multiple endings.
Yeah.
But actually, wasn't it decent at least?
Eh.
No.
Probably,
It
Better-
exists.
Probably better than actual EDQ.
I'd probably still put it in B tier.
We had Endo Fresh in it as a member, right?
Not in the
Yeah, I
first.
think B tier's fine. Freddy's
Yeah.
Normal Night. I haven't played it, but I think I've seen someone play it.
It's made like a week. Probably.
I mean, it's the game where you
No,
fucking steal from Minecraft.
Herobrine was second. Herobrine was in the second one.
So where'd you guys put it? You guys would put it like in D tier?
Or
I don't even know about this game, to be honest.
I think D tier.
eight.
It's kind of like Final Mix, but if it was tuned up a notch.
Oh,
I
I
know.
got you.
FM1, but slightly changed. It's honestly.
Yeah, and some extra content. That's about it.
Yeah.
Normal Night 2 is kind of if we take God of Easy Bounty Simulator, but we place it on the Wizards game,
Yeah.
and it's unfinished. No actual. Sad.
Was it actually? Wasn't it a finish actually? Like I remember, it was. I think finished.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
played it myself.
There was supposed to be an Act 2 basically, which got
It's
unfinished
basically
basically.
it have like instead of night system, it's like hour system. The X hours, and you can progress manually the hours, like from night. You can choose when you want to go from night 1, the 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. But you have to complete certain things.
Yeah. And the bonus crystal it was kind of a crystal thingy, and it also told you what bonus bosses exist so that you can actually do them if you want.
It didn't
It was
tell you
neat.
bonus boss, but it told you most. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it works. Is it better than the first one?
Oh sure, yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So probably
Put
a
it in
decent
C.
C tier? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say it's
It
fine.
has some wacky balance in some areas, but it's a fun game.
Sweet.
Oh my god, this game.
This fucking game. DJ
Oh
Active
my
as the final
God.
boss. Tyrek from FNAFB being the true final boss.
Oh
This
no.
was truly one of the games of all time.
Yeah, when I streamed it.
The
Oh,
only
fucking
reason I
God.
knew about this
Perspective.
game is because of Geonic Blaze.
So let me
Yeah,
put
well.
this into perspective. All of the characters have the same base stats. Every single character in the game.
And Ashton, they are the basis of RPG Maker, so not stat changes at all.
oh my
God.
But too shit.
Jesus.
god.
Also, Tori AP Rushdown.
Oh my god. Get infinite team-wide HP and SP heal.
I think it's
God.
just one of
Yeah.
those guilty pleasure games that you enjoy to play because it's so ass.
Yeah, it's basically a newbie game. Also, you had 1 in 10 fucking real weapon chances,
Oh,
which are way better than your fucking weapons. Like, I think F weapons, aka the final weapons, are kind of gamma tier from a regular Fighter Fuckboys game. So if you don't get them, have fun damaging bosses.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
Let's
think
go.
the final weapons give plus 68 attack, and the ultimate weapons are real weapons. So yeah, balance.
Oh
Yeah.
god. 4 times damage.
peak mode.
And the fucking Stardust.
peak
Deal
mode.
It's a peak game.
Also, it has the funny. Literally, everyone is having sex at the end of the game. Every single fucking person.
Yeah, that's
Every
exactly.
you interact with. Someone is having sex.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
We didn't finish it, but I guess we'll finish when we get to it. But yeah, everyone fucking has for sex.
Yeah, E tier.
Not bad.
Oh god.
It's like Ned got his hands on the game. Oh, 72.
Oh, BMT 72.
I remember this game because it had a nut shack thing as like the Q scenario.
Oh yeah.
I recently finished that game.
You play as Tito Dick in the Q scenario.
Group.
Oh, glad he had a Q sign. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it had a giant like nut shack reference as like a huge scenario thing. It was kind of funny.
From what I remember.
I did recently finish the game. I would like to put some input. The game is fun. but the balance is dog shit.
Oh, I know it.
The
Yeah.
balance is
You get like
so
at above level
bad.
40.
Yeah, it gets
Yeah,
worse with the
back at bash
balancing
level
around
40.
night
But you know
3,
what's
then
funny?
4, then finally
The
5.
sad
You
boost.
get your combo which has backup bash before you get backup bash.
Oh.
Peak mode all over.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You had to get like boss at night 3 to get combo. Yeah.
And don't forget, one of the skills,
And you could get
like most of the skills suck, except like backup bash and head slash.
yeah.
Also,
I think
they gave Bonnie Eve Torador March, aka it hits everyone. But this one hits 9 times, and Bonnie typically goes first because he's Bonnie.
Ah.
So they just don't get to play the game. So you just win.
peak
If
mode.
Bonnie is slower than you.
Keep
And it makes every group battle in the game a complete fucking joke.
Sleep,
it's
not
sleep locking. I do think the game had like some good jokes in it, like the
Yeah.
fucking smite
Yeah.
thing. It's
For
kind
the
of
times, it was also one of the greater games.
I think it deserves a C for.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
game was
B
about
to D.
my goal.
Because I did enjoy the game. Don't get me wrong. I thrive off of playing games with shit balance.
I'd give it. I
hilariously-
think I'd give it a B.
Yeah, beat, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give it 5.
To put it into perspective, I enjoyed Misery Sim more than I enjoyed that Wario's MV3 game,
Oh
which
god.
speaks volumes as to how much dog shit that game spoon feeds me. But yeah, that's funny. I did enjoy that game though. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
When Misery Sim was more fun to play.
Jesus.
Misesimo.
Like, at least you feel good when you beat the hard bosses in Misery Sim. There's no reward for beating MV3 because it's just so mid.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Hmm.
Well, we got the Tavish Knight, one of the OG fan games as well. So you play as Tavish and you go around in a pizzeria. I remember the guy who made this isn't around anymore, but the game
Yeah.
was like okay. I don't think the balance was that bad, but I played it a long time ago.
Sonic.exe is in the game.
Yeah, he is. I know that.
The funny one.
The
I
funny one.
remember back in the day I watched this on like Blue Duck's channel. I remember.
Yep, he played it. And
I
the guy,
forgot the stats go overboard later on.
the guy who made it was like Icy or something like that, but the game was like okay. I mean, I'd probably give it a C personally.
Yeah.
It has some old era stuff in it for sure, but I think it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 Golden Knight. Okay, what is that thumbnail? Is that Airman in the back? It's Airman.
It's here, man.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's a boss.
I haven't played it.
He's a boss at the end.
Yeah, I haven't played the game either. I've tried it a bit, but that's about it. Can't really rank it.
Mm. Also didn't play it.
Yep. Well, I guess we'll have to go for unranked for Airman.
Well, it's
No,
kind of
Oh
like
boy.
Cause
Oh, the funny
Let's
game.
see.
all over.
The whole
With
N-word
jokes.
joke.
Oh god.
The whole what joke now?
There was an N-word before.
I was
Robin
talking
Hood.
about the previous one.
Yeah, in the remake
That's
master.
our
the
first
remake
F
one.
tier.
To no one's
Ooh.
surprise, it is our first
It's-
F tier game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also
Easy
the
peasy.
balance goes all over the place.
The
It
writing
sucks.
is some of the worst I've ever seen. The gameplay sucks. The characters suck. It's just not good at all. I cannot think of anything good this game does. Yeah, it's our first F tier. It's just offensive jokes, all the like in it. I do think Rumi is trying to fix the game though.
Yeah, and it's way better.
That's good, but yeah, the OG one, complete garbage. Don't waste your time.
Yeah, Garbo. Trashed here.
Do not waste your time playing it. Alright, Freddy's Aesthetic Simulator. I know somebody here played it recently. Someone did.
Yeah, I did. And man, it has some balls as balance. So basically, the premise of the game is you go through five different portals based on difficulty levels, with Soul of Freddy, and man, so for some bosses you have to grind like 10 fucking levels to only to fucking beat them. It's basically a grinding fest of a game.
Grind
You have to
fest.
run second line to not actually die because Freddy has that for at level 30. So have fun getting betas for that because it's that bad. And in late game, the creator took one of the, I think it was the beta dungeon from Act 3, dark mode. So oh no, it wasn't dark mode, but have fun going with that to find some shadow and some shadow fuckers to continue the game. And that's even the area where you get some Q items from chests. So you have to go to the fucking maze to actually play more of the game. It has Sansa at the table and a fucking wacky refill fight where you have to spam sleep. It's low E tier. I don't know.
E tier?
It's very bad balance. Oh, and the sequel. Man. I think I'll throw it the same tier because it has some funny skills. Like, it has the fucking battle half wage. I think it has a wacky HP based damage where if you are very low you do a penis amount of damage and a lot of bosses just get torn apart with it. It's funny.
Is it better than the first one?
I guess it's a bit better because you are the one getting a bit more OP than the other one, so we can throw it in a D tier.
Sweet,
but not that higher. Low D, yeah.
Alright. Fair enough.
Our favorite party is a good one.
And what do you guys think about favorite parties? Yeah, I know, ma'am. The favorite parties, man. The guy's gonna suck this game off all night.
Yeah.
I played that as well. I enjoyed it.
Oh,
For
Yeah.
me, it's overrated.
A little fucking busted, and I think it's kind of dumb. I think it's B or C tier, personally.
I think it's a little overrated, personally.
Yes.
yeah, to be honest.
Yeah.
And also because it's basically one of the skills of all time.
I'd personally give it a B. I feel like.
Yeah, big seems fire.
Yeah, pretty sure Chad used don't.
Mhm.
Yeah, B tier
Just
for
fan
favorite
cards.
parties.
Trust me, bro.
Like the gameplay, it still has that old ass game jank and all that, but you do get like ridiculously overpowered, so that's something. It's over. I mean, because Sonic. The thing is, I see most people putting this shit in like the S tier or like A. I don't think it's that good.
Yes.
I don't think it's S tier.
In a way.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's E level. I think it's B at that.
Like definitely there, like even like Eve, I would say it depends on who you ask. But would you really rather have favorite parties or Eve? Which one would you rather put in the S tier? And that's the question I would ask you.
Yeah, if
Yeah, for me, favorite. I mean, the game's good. I still think it's fine. It's not bad. It's just.
yeah,
It's not S tier.
absolutely not. Yeah.
Man, I hope we get another S tier because I don't want to repeat of what happened. Well, we might go back and revise if possible, but
Yeah.
it's not bad, but it's not like whoa, holy shit, amazing. Like it's not like that. But it's fine. Well, Llama, why don't you go ahead and describe your game for us, man? I know you made this.
Well, the part that's promoted more, I think it does stand out a little bit from the Final Mix Freeze Act 2. I wouldn't say it's like great. There's still the extra bosses can just one-shot you still.
Yep, just what we expected.
From what I've seen.
That old game jank here to stay.
Yeah, I've seen some people struggle, some people not. But there's one boss that I hardly doubt everyone would try and really beat because of how many auto kills it has. And well, going out of your way to get to all those bosses after killing the cameras. I guess not everyone is into going over the map one more time.
Fair enough. Yeah, so from what I'm hearing, I'm thinking a D tier, but I personally haven't played it, but it's probably a little bit weaker than Phantom's Apparition, I would say.
Well, there's also the, in my opinion, less played part, the Springtrap scenario. People just, I guess, don't want to touch it. Or, I don't really know.
Wow, the Springtrap scenario is basically FN3 but a few bosses added.
True.
Yeah, probably a D tier.
Yeah, D tier.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, the mine. Okay, has anybody played these?
I played longest time ago.
I played this, but I don't remember that much. Maybe the second and the final or whatever the final one is. Yeah. But yeah, if someone played the first game like Gag, can talk about it.
I played the first one 2 years ago. Balancing is I don't know. What I do remember is that it's not very clear like how to get party members. Like I went through part of the game with like getting like most of the stuff, and then having to backtrack. It's not very clear as well. It's kind of like it's kind of a C or a D. In my opinion, it's like it's a thing. I don't remember much. Oh yeah, right. I think there's a refurb fight at the end that I'm pretty sure is unbeatable. It's just there.
Damn, alright.
And the final boss took like 15 minutes.
Do you think
It's just really long.
Do you think it's better than the stuff in the D tier, or is it like about the same? Maybe look at some of these. I don't know if you played most of these or not.
I've only played FAE. It's definitely not as bad as FAE, mostly because it's really short.
It's really short. Alright, we can give it the benefit of the doubt, C tier. I'm pretty sure we put like all the Minecraft things in shit tier on the first one. We just said shit tier, and just moved on, but...
Oh yeah. I think we did.
Yeah, we did do that.
Oh god, how far are we in?
Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh,
Oh
my
god.
god.
So next, what, 4 or 5 hours? Oh Jesus.
I feel like this is gonna be like an 8-hour video.
Oh god.
We're in for the long haul, eh?
Yeah.
Alright, fuck Craft 2, what do you guys think? I also haven't played it.
I don't remember much of it.
Yeah, I think if just nobody knows, we'll just throw it in.
Yeah. Wasn't this one where Steve had basically combat hacks as his skill?
I think it's just those 3.
I don't remember fully. Yeah.
Well, nobody knows the Blue Doctor's Guide to a Great Debauchery. I've played it. The balance is, yep, as you expected, older jank. It is
Absolutely.
not fun at all, and the writing is as if like a 10-year-old wrote it, in my opinion. I'd give it a E. It's not well made at all.
GX.
GX. Also, I have not played this one, but I know it's old.
I think this is just basically another FNAFB 3 but expanded. Slightly.
I think in this one, okay, so Smokin' does know about them then.
Oh.
So Smokin', where would you put it? Where would you put it then?
Yeah.
Give it like D or D tier? Alright. Fair enough. Yeah, GX again, it's basically FNAFB 3 just like slightly edited, but it still has a lot of the same stuff. So if I remember right, this one had like, I think it had like the Frights location had like different mapping or something. Like it just looked different. But yeah, it's whatever. D tier. Now this was the very first fan game ever. Springtrap's Good Adventure. This was the first fan game ever. So basically you played a Springtrap, and it had Bubba as a character, and I think it had Mirror B from Pokemon in it. There was like a lot of there was like 4 different areas. Michael Jackson was in the game.
Wither Golden Freddy was a party member.
The game was alright. Honestly, for a very old game, the balance wasn't horrendous, which is surprising.
Yeah.
It was actually like playable and kind of fun. I'd give it a C.
Yeah.
I think a C tier is fine. The gameplay was like actually not horrendous, which you'd expect from a very old game like that.
Yeah, because it's the first game, so bonus points for that.
I think, wasn't this Eon's game?
Yes, this is Eon's game.
I know I've played it, but I don't remember. I don't remember what the game was like.
Same.
Well, it makes me think it probably played similarly to Earthbound, considering the title, but
I don't know really how it.
Yes, Teddy.
Yes, Teddy.
I remember him now.
Yeah.
But how was the game itself? Like, was it okay, or? Because I don't know. I played it, but it was so long ago.
Wasn't there the plot that Freddy was got into the 2 parts where one was like Dr. Freddy or something like that, and then Wherefore Freddy kind of being evil? I don't remember fully. Yeah.
Well, it looks like barely anybody remembers it, so I don't really think we should rank it.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
If nobody played it, then we just can't really rank it. Madness FNAFB Tower.
Oh. Back in the day.
I also haven't played it.
Game Jam 2021, yeah. It was really short. I think it only had 1 or 2 battles, and was obviously canned.
So like 15 minutes, you're done with the game?
More or less.
D tier, Smokin' says D tier, alright
Like,
then.
it had pretty graphics.
I mean,
sure.
it looks okay, but yeah, really short games are just, alright, Wes.
Yeah, it was pretty. Wes. Ooh.
I love Whis.
Whis is decent.
Yeah, me and Chungus have played it together. it has some penis bosses and some kind of dumb balancing at times, but I do think at its core it's a pretty good game. It has a crafting system, which I do like about it. Though
Yes, bonus
the
content.
RNG chance to get sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it has some decent content, extra bonus bosses, multiple endings, which you can search around, of course. It has the Mario and Luigi kind of extra level points system each time you level up.
Yeah, it's like that.
Oh yeah, right.
It sounds good.
And if you have anything to add, please, I guess.
I do have some
You like
grievances
Mario?
with the game. I think the balance can be a little stupid at sometimes with some of the bosses. I think getting like the second best weapon in the game being a complete RNG cell from the puppet is kind of stupid. I think some of the you can soft lock easily with the puppet as well. If you're in his room when he pops off, after you kill him, you'll be perma soft lock. You have to be outside of his room and then go in because he forces you to come to him. It's like a minor grievance in a pretty good game, but it did kind of piss me off.
Fair enough. So you guys think like a B tier for it then?
Yeah, I think B tier is fine.
Yeah, it was.
I thought B tier too.
B tier was pretty good.
Alright guys, we gotta start filling out these higher tiers. We're getting too much shit on the bottom. Come on.
That's because we've reviewed 90% old games or short games that no one.
Me and shit tier games are actually ranked properly.
Okay, what the fuck is this?
Okay, I played this game, but it was a long time ago. I don't remember anything actually, so I can't actually review it.
I've seen this before, haven't played it.
It's kind of an expanded Files of Fuckboys 2 with a lot more shit and story, but I don't remember.
$2.75. Yeah, nobody knows. Alright, 0.5, alright. I also haven't played it, so I don't know.
Yeah, kind of in the same bathtub.
So nobody knows it?
Nope.
Well, unranked. Yo, let's go the Hayden games. Let's go. These are gonna be so peak.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Hayden games. Let's go.
Happy one remastered remake. Oh god. Wasn't that one the worse than old FM1?
Smoking, we don't have a reskin tier for this one. We're not adding reskins. We're just gonna put them in unranked if it's a reskin.
Yeah. It's basically FNAFB one, but wasn't it slightly worse balancing even?
It was worse?
I don't remember really. It was really meh balancing. It was slightly on the harder side, I think. I played it longest time ago a bit, so I don't remember fully.
Honestly, you could say that about most of Hayden's games. I genuinely think just nobody played his shit. But I'm not gonna rank it because no one here's just played it or remember it.
Well.
Alright, the what is this? The ritual? Yeah, it's something like that.
Okay.
Phantom PB game. Okay.
Okay, so this game is one of the very few FNAFB games I've actually played before, which is sad because this game is dog shit. It is really bad.
Oh god.
Yikes.
I remember Hayden made it for the first banter jam or something like that. The very first thing I remember is that the intro was fucked because you could die in it, which was bad because since it also had achievements, you had to go through all the setup bullshit once more. And then, from what I remember, the base gameplay loop is just cam shitting, but much smaller because it was only like 4 cams. And the game did have a unique map, I remember, but it was so claustrophobic that it was practically a hallway simulator. Uh,
6 rooms.
there was a few side quests in the game that gave additional skills, but none of them really amounted to anything, except for one I for some reason really remember was that it was something about Funtime Freddy being trans or something, and the associated skill was Phantom BB saying something about how liking femboys isn't gay. It was really fucking weird.
Oh no. Yeah, I remember that. Oh god.
Jesus.
Yeah. And also, like, the ending is just bad because you fight what's basically a collectionized version of BB. This was back when collection wasn't a character, so I guess that's technically paying beat ankle to the punch on that one. But yeah, you fight an empty suit BB, and he has the same skills as you. But the problem is that if he has a defense debuff on him for one of his skills, you can't damage him. You cannot damage that man. You just have to let it ride out, from what I remember.
Amazing balance.
Jesus.
Oh no, this game wasn't balanced at all. I think it had a backup bash clone that I sort of remember. The only reason why I remember some of them specifics is because obviously in finale we took him for some fucking reason.
Alright.
I still don't know why we did that or why Kamek did that. But yeah, I remember because some of the skills were different. Like Enragement Laugh was just an all stats up. One of the skills was just a heal skill. So yeah, it was very generic.
Discuss traps. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So yeah.
So
yeah,
what you're
game
saying
bad.
Is we're slapping it in the
E tier.
Yup. E tier.
Yeah. Yeah. D or E. Okay, time to not to reappear for another 2 hours.
Alright then. Phantom Bonnie's quest to be good.
Oh god.
It's mid.
Yup.
I don't like this game, and I regret playing it in the first place.
So what you're saying is D or E tier? That's what I'm hearing.
Around D, yes.
Yep.
Like, there's an after story where you go through like 3 timelines and beat the same Freddy bosses with the same movesets. And the final boss is literally an Act 3 final boss reskin.
Amazing.
Yeah, pretty very risky. I played it as well. Bad.
Where the fuck is BB?
I've never seen this game before.
Okay, this is a short game.
Yeah.
Basically, preparing some kind of random pizzeria, and you fight corrupted streamers like you are fighting some Friday Night Funky PB glitch. And out of nowhere, Splinter just comes after you. Because the premise of the game is you beating up some fucking plushies, like the main 4 plushies, Bonnie, Freddy, Chica, and Foxy. And then you kind of go out of nowhere to find the Enragement Child. Where you find him in some palace after a car section, where you kind of go up and down, and if you crash into something, then you game over. It was pretty alright then, but basically the balance goes really off the track where you can get one-shotted pretty easily by late game bosses. So I'd say maybe a D tier to the game. Like, funny enough, you in the game you had to fight your fucking difficulty bar for no reason. you just fight it.
The based. Oh my god.
Fucking difficulty bar.
D for difficulty bar.
True.
Alright,
We don't-
Withered Bonnie's quest.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh, Rock's game.
Yeah, drugs.
He,
No.
Oh, yeah, the guy who made that Help Wanted game. I remember.
Yeah. Does anyone remember this game?
It's got.
nope. I don't even think it was public made, or was it?
I think there might be a public version somewhere. I played it the longest time ago too. Yeah, it's I can't rank it. Can't.
Well, unranked then. Withered Foxy's Hardcore Debauchery Simulator.
HQ. It used MFTFO as a base. I remember that fact.
It is
Yeah,
really bad. I do know that.
It's really
It's probably
probably D tier, yeah. I'd say D tier.
and the Help Wanted game. This one's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The balance is
All over the
not,
place.
not very good whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I think some of the writing and like even like some of the maps and everything, it was like just really weird. And
It
the-
literally had three. It was literally developed like over time. It was in 3 different versions of RPG Maker. Like there was VAWX Ace version, MV, and MZ.
yeah, that
Jesus.
one. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
a playable cake.
Yep.
I'd probably give it a D tier, I think.
Fair.
Man, it feels like we're never gonna get any good. Look at our high tiers.
Jesus.
You
There's
have
like-
to imagine high-tier games.
There's like 10 good games. The rest are just garbage. It feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have 3 A tier games. 3.
Jesus.
But maybe we'll get to one soon. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. This fucking game right here. Oh my god. Oh my god. So this game, it has big MLG stuff. If I remember right, it uses. Yes, it has the Golden Foxy. All the character sprites use those really bad, like FNAF, like those weird looking sprites.
Yeah,
It-
you
it-
can't.
It uses
know what you
those, and I think there's one area where you just like fight soldiers. You like fight random soldiers with guns or something. I do not. It's really weird. It's probably a E tier, to be perfectly honest with you.
Probably.
Yeah, you fought like
I'm not
Vietnam
confident.
soldiers or something. It's so weird.
Jesus.
Yeah, you fight like Vietnam soldiers in the game. It's weird. Okay, in another timeline, a really interesting game.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Indeed.
So I know some people think it's underrated, some people think it's not good. So let's actually get some debates going on, because I think it's okay. I mean, I think some of the puzzles and I think like some of the puzzles and like some of the equipment gameplay like perspectives are kind of interesting.
There's also like bonus sections in each chapter. I'm pretty sure.
It does have like a Hitler thing in it. I think it had like a bunch of flames with like it made like a symbol or something.
Mhm.
I know one of these games had it. It might have been this one.
No.
Yeah, it had
No, it wasn't this one. This one had Hitler Trap as a running joke until the very end, at which point the final boss was revealed to be called Hitler Trap by the main Spring Trap you're playing as.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it also has Pentium stalking as a boss.
But yeah, I know it's like not for everyone because you have like just like random shit images for like battlers, and it is kind of weird. But I mean, I think the game's okay. I don't think it's like terrible or nothing.
I think it's the. I
I
think it's the best. I think it's the best Final Mix 3 expansion, or at least the one that uses Final Mix 3 as a base, because most of Springtrap skills are just the Final Mix 3 ones, just added more onto.
if I
But what
remember,
I think
Connection
really,
I'm pretty sure Connection has a cooldown now.
yeah, a few of them had a few changes, but yeah, they're mostly still the same. But what really sold the gameplay for me was the alternate weapon types with the gauntlets.
Right.
Even if it was my first time into deving, because I had to fix a bug in the game where using the upgraded alternate gauntlets just didn't fucking work.
oh, yeah, I do remember the alternate weapon things being pretty interesting. I actually like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'd give it personally. I was honestly gonna say C, but if you think a D tier's fine, that's all right.
I think a C tier is quite good because it's obviously really out there, but it's also one of the more quality FNAF early
Yeah,
games.
yeah. Honestly, I think the balance was okay actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a C tier's fair. Okay, this one won a game jam,
Ooh.
so it must be pretty
Yeah.
decent. Or let's. Okay, so I know this did win a jam, but I have not played it
Yes.
myself.
The Driver game. Hmm. It had decent, pretty good graphics. I remember. Balancing was.
Though I think the rest of the games
B.
in that game jam were just like
Yeah.
they were all just
Yeah.
kind of bad. So this game just kind of won because yeah.
Yeah.
I think a B tier is
Graphic,
fair. It is
probably.
it is a pretty decent game. I wish it
D,
got
B.
finished.
It had potential.
B tier. B.
B tier's
Yeah.
fun.
People still B tier.
Yeah, the first jam was
First.
was
Rough.
interesting. All right, Springtrap's Debauchery Quest. Haven't played it myself.
Name. Sticky. I don't remember. No idea.
32 gig. What?
The fuck?
32 gigs? What?
Oh god.
A Springtrap.
Jesus.
I remember when I did BDS. There's like 30
BDS, yeah.
30-minute extended long tracks, and there's like
Which
three.
took like
There's 3 jazz like .wav files that are each like 90 megabytes.
jeez.
But yeah, I guess no one's played it. .32. Withered Bonnie travels through time. I actually kind of like that thumbnail a little bit, but
Was it ever finished?
No, it wasn't.
It was like only 80s.
Yes. Unfortunately, not finished.
was the balance alright in it?
I honestly don't remember. But I remember the last boss being, I'm pretty sure it was Virgil.
Oh,
Yeah, well, nobody knows.
so when in doubt, unranked.
Alright, what?
Oh god,
Plus Trap
I-
Misadventures, is that what that is?
I heard about this. I think.
Oh wait, I guess that's
But-
C tier for the Debauchery Quest game? Or the Withered Bonnie one?
Bonnie.
Withered
Weird Bonnie.
Well, if she said C tier, Flan usually has pretty good takes, so pretty good
Fair enough.
takes. Hold up. Hold up, Smoking, we aren't to that one yet. I don't think anyone's played
Uh,
this though.
Take your time. Yeah, unranked. Okay.
These are all trash. Genuinely, all of them. It's just sex, 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 and that's it. That's all these fucking games have.
And don't forget, Freddy and Toy Fairy carries both the first 2 games.
It's literally just
Uh,
all those. That's all
Yes,
3
TikTok
games.
in
It's
the
just
phone.
that. Yeah, there's like. It wasn't. There was like 14-year-olds in the game or something like that. There was like definitely. There was like
Jeez.
some characters like underaged in the game. Yeah, it's dog shit. It's F tier.
Yeah, and YouTubers cameo.
Yeah, they're do not play them. Do not play these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the third game was even worse than the first 2, and that's saying something. Now, I remember Typo played this, and you go through like the different Sonic 1 zones. But it's bad. Yeah, it has like stock RPG Maker. Like, everything's like stock RPG Maker. It's like a E tier.
Fair enough.
Yeah, both of the Sonic games go in E tier. This one, I think Gaben's like the final boss in it.
Oh.
Yeah, Nintendo actually took down the... Because these were made by a guy called Ginny. He was like a Rule 34 artist or something. Go figure. Of course,
Oh.
the games had that.
Great.
But yeah, all of his games got
yeah,
like taken
it
down.
did. It fucking did.
Jesus.
Yep. All 3 of them were taken down back then. And to be honest, that was the one time Nintendo was actually on the right side for taking a game down.
Good. Good.
Yeah, I think you can still get the third one, but don't play the third one. Please don't. It is not worth it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, now that I said that, someone's gonna do it.
I mean, yeah. What do you expect?
Oh man, well we had some dog shit games right there. Alright, Lefty's Genocidal Pursuit.
LGE.
This one,
People.
I remember playing it. It's
I did play it. It's really boring.
Oh.
yeah, the balance is fucked
Yeah.
up.
Yep, a D tier. Easy.
Okay.
I can't even remember who made this game, but I know there was people talking about it for a little bit. I think it was
Oh yeah.
I think it was the guy who was making LAA, which is Agonizing Adventure. I think that guy was talking about this once, but oh, Desk Fan Game. It's a worse refreshed edition.
This is the Legacy. Yeah, Legacy.
This one I only played refreshed edition.
Oh, awful, yeah.
I didn't play the original one.
It wasn't that. It wasn't bad. It was
Yeah, it wasn't
decent.
that bad. Even though the final boss is tedious as hell.
I'm thinking a
Yeah.
C
That
tier.
is refreshed.
I think a C tier for the original is good.
Yes. I'd say
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty fair.
Alright, the Ready game. I played this one too. I'm pretty sure Joker was the final boss. And
Yes,
it
yes.
had the Amogus, the Amogus boss that Brad died to.
Yes, in the
You're
tournament.
funny.
I think the game
Who does?
itself is like decent. I would say I'd
It's
give it
really
a B.
decent for a short game, yeah.
I'd give it like a B tier. I think.
Yep.
I would
Yeah.
laugh at Brad almost
too.
dying to Amogus. No, actually dying to Amogus. But I almost died to the Scrap Baby fight at the end of Eve, so I don't think I can talk.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
I got
Oh.
ultra fucking stun locked and almost died. Chungus is a witness, can confirm it.
I
I
Anyone
know
in
that
my-
happened.
I have almost died to 3 fucking cutscene fights in FNAFB games. I'm cursed.
Oh
Okay,
man.
weird side tangent, but it's just funny.
Man.
I didn't even know you could actually lose that fight. I thought you had to like die on purpose.
No, if you get frozen and paralyzed, you just kind of lose if you get chain parried or chain frozen.
I mean, makes sense.
Just get unlucky, bro.
And who would that happen to but me? I love video games.
RNG moment. Alright, Refreshed Edition's quite good, I'd say. It's better than the original.
Yeah,
But
it's
do you
pretty
guys
good.
Yeah,
would you guys say
it has more landings quests.
I think that deserves
Risky.
B or A tier.
I was gonna say,
At least
do you
B, yeah.
guys think B or A? What would you guys say? Because I honestly, I think the game's good. I think it's good.
I played through
Yeah.
that game. I think it's great.
Doesn't it have like I'm pretty sure it had like
It had-
multiple endings and all that. Too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I personally got the announcement and Purgatory ending, and then did not get the other ones because I'm lazy.
I've got the McDonald's one.
Oh yeah, they're
I don't know how to get that, nor do I want to.
pretty
Just
sure
go
there's
for the no
you
ending. I
should
don't
like
kill
certain
death.
hits
Phantom Death
on all
spam.
skills.
Yeah,
But
I'll
yeah,
say
it was good though.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd love
great
that.
game. I think if you want to
it's fine.
fill up A tier, I'm fine with that going there.
Fair enough. I
And
think.
that guy got himself banned. He got himself banned.
Wait, what happened?
No, the guy like trying to put everyone pings in the chat, like trolling. I think Flan. I think Flan
I
got
think
him.
he just left. Or maybe he did, I don't know. I think he just left. I don't know.
Oh,
Rip.
I'll rip that guy. All right. I think it's better than the Ready game though, so I might go A tier to be honest.
Yeah,
You're
I
right
think
here.
Fates is good.
I might go
Was
A
that
with it.
Yeah, that was Pushin Burger. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he got banned. Holy fuck.
Bloat died.
Yep.
I watched him get banned real time. All of his messages just got deleted.
Rip.
Bloat just died.
Poor guy. Not really poor guy. Fuck that
Rip
guy.
of Bozo.
Rimoso. El Plastration.
Yeah, all of his shit got deleted. He got banned.
Yeah, he's
Good.
he's gone. This is. I know Bless was making like a Christmas edit. Is that what this is, or is that something
Yes,
else?
yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I am.
No,
There's
that's
a
the
good
other one.
game.
That's the other one. The
No, the
discount
next
in mall.
one is
Oh wait, yeah,
The
yeah,
one-
the other
The
one.
next one is
Yeah.
the best.
So this is the original,
Yeah,
and this is okay. So the original. I didn't play this one.
This one is actually the Gooby Fruby and the
yeah,
Disclor
it's
or
another game.
different game called.
Entirely new.
I'm pretty sure this is the base for the Ultra Story game that's coming out soon. By the way.
Neat.
Oh joy.
Yeah, this is. It's like I think Ultra Story is like an alternate game mode of this one.
Damn.
It's like extra scenario, but I haven't played the original, so I can't rank it if no one here's
Who
played it.
even played it?
Basically,
Cool.
it has a pretty alright element system, and most of the games is kind of dungeon crawling. You kind of had a gacha system to get a third-party member mid-game to actually progress the game, and it was fine. And based on something's like searching through random walls to find secret areas and documents, you are getting a kind of a special ending, but not as special. You just get more information about the game and whatever the future, whatever timeline or whatever it goes through. I'll say the balance is pretty alright. Not that whack or whatever. And other than that, there is some meta streamer that can appear out of nowhere, and if it wants, it can beat your anus in through a whopper if it wishes to. But in the rest, the game is fine. I'll rank it. I guess C tier. Like the element system wasn't properly made. It was kind of there, I'll say.
Yeah,
That's about
that
it.
seems fine for C. So
This
this
is
is
the one that I'd
this
like
is the
making
Bless
Christmas
edit.
edit.
Okay.
No, this
Yes.
is the
No, it's the
this is
original
the
game.
base game
The-
that just makes the edit for. Yeah.
I've honestly forgotten about
No,
the
it's not-
game ever since the cool update came out.
The
Oh.
Xmas game, yeah.
Well, I don't know if anyone here played it.
I played it.
Yeah.
I played it
You
once.
basically start with Freddy and that's when try to get some decorations for the Christmas party or whatever, and you get to some market where the game takes place, and there you get 2 character tokens where you can choose your party members for the game to play through. Uh, from there you're gonna have a mini dungeon to crawl through two sections separated with a mid boss and a boss, while having some extra bonus goodies if you search around the market and interact with some stuff. I'll say C tier.
B seats.
Not gonna lie, the game is not that big. So it's kind of like less than the God of Fangame and Gooby Flooping game, and that's why I'm kind of putting it lower. Like it's not that big,
Fair enough.
but yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, alright, this is the... Okay, so we fucked up on the last tier list. I think we had the April Fool's edit above
Yes.
the original stuff. The actual game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
We put the April
That
Fool's
is-
game over it.
That's so fucking sick, dude.
Oh boy, the Fangame.
Now, the actual main game is quite good. I
Yes.
personally would be giving it an A tier.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Division 3.
I just think the game is just quite fun. I think the writing's good for the characters and everything.
Is this the contestant for S tier?
Rumia did it
No.
quite well, I'd say. Well,
Is this the contestant for S tier?
well, do you think it's better than the other games in the A tier is the question.
Probably. What other would think? France, Symbiote, more. Honestly,
I mean, we can always
It
just
might
come
be.
back later and
it might be later. Yeah.
yeah, at the end we can just come back and see if we want to put another game in the
Yeah.
S tier or not. Okay, so this is the April Fool's game. We're not gonna switch it this time. I haven't played the April Fool's one, but I did play the original game. It was quite good. I mean, yeah, it's basically a joke game, so...
Honestly, I don't know where to rank it. It basically has the intro of the
Alright.
main game, and then you fight the main game's team with the Sunny Milk team as your team, like Reimu, Yomu, Maris, and Sakuya, but risking as Sunny Milk. And that's about it. Kind of a mirror match. That's about it.
So probably like C or something.
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
Alright, this was
Fangame
the...
Winter.
This was the jam game. I thought it was enjoyable. I think it's decent.
Yeah.
I'd probably give it like
Yeah, I think
I'd give it
good
like
game.
a B tier probably. Like the gameplay's fine, and I like the little attention to detail. Like all the enemies are like actually winter themed and everything.
You have side quests as well. Farm progress. I say it's pretty good. Can enter B tier easily.
It didn't win the jam that year, but it was decent. I'd give it a B tier. Okay, so
That's unfinished.
Unfinished game.
yeah.
Never finished.
all I know.
It was, yeah, below 0.
The funny game.
The fun.
I remember. I think like 2 skills just crashed the game.
Oh,
Like purple guy, I think had like, or Dave or whatever. He just had like, I think he had a Girardi skill that just crashed. And then you have like the dungeon before the end of the demo that was there or whatever. That was like kind of ass to go through. And then a lot of the jokes.
where you got the rates could fuck you up. Very
Yeah, and
big
then
time.
a lot of the jokes are just inside jokes, so a lot of people didn't really get the humor. But the game looks good, and it's like the gameplay's like okay. I'd give it a C probably. Oh, so this is
Oh.
not. This is not. So is this the no?
This
It's
is the
Odd
original
Puppet
like
one.
game.
FNAFB one we
Or Odd
skipped.
Puppet game. Yeah.
It's the old one.
Yep.
I forgot this is Odd Puppets game.
Yeah.
So would you put it in unranked then? If it's just a reskin?
Yeah, pretty much. This game bad.
Right. So this is the not revitalized version. So this is
Yeah,
ESSR's version.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just Lester, just not revitalized.
It's
Yeah,
probably
so
like it's probably like a C maybe. Because I played revitalized. It's definitely better than this one, but
Yeah, definitely more better. Yeah.
yeah,
I
balance
think-
was kind of wacky.
yeah, you D or
This is
C
some
for
moment.
me.
Plus the ending is different revitalized.
Yes,
There's
it's
no option for it,
it's the flashbang one.
right?
Yeah.
So revitalized. Oh man.
Can I talk about this one?
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
talked so much shit about this game when I first played it. All because I just fucking suck at playing these types of games. It was one of the first ones I ever played. Old me was a fucking idiot. This game's pretty good. I enjoyed my time. Well, I enjoyed my second playthrough of it a lot. I thought the bonus bosses were fun. I thought mainly most of my grievances with the game were I'm a fucking idiot and I didn't know what I was doing my first time playing around, and then again, I kind of just was. The game is pretty good. I think Blank is still kind of funny. In the early game, he carries your ass so hard, but then he doesn't get a real weapon like other guys, so he just kind of falls off. And Buff Cindy, that's it.
And
Yep.
also the biggest highlight for the game is pretty much the delayed ending being a whole Pizza Town reference.
Yeah, well, you
The-
fight fucking Sugar. That was kind of fun.
The game does
But-
have kind of aids game balance. Everything one shots.
Yeah.
But
The
you
Holy
could,
It has
but
Burger
funny
is the
timing,
carry.
yeah.
I think you get like 6. I know I did the ending where you get like Penguin and the purple woman in your team.
Yeah,
and I
that's
went
the
through
delayed
there.
ending.
Yeah.
Yep, I got that one, and then you get like the fusion. But yeah, everything just fucking one shots you in this game. The balance is not that good. I'm gonna be honest. It's not good,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Especially when you go for the power ending.
Also, I feel like no one talks about it, but the boosts in this game are kind of fucking whack.
They should
I've only heard Chungus talk about it, but when typically in your regular FNAFB game, if you get a small boost, it's like 50 HP, 15 SP, 5 to every other stat. In this game, a small boost is like 20 to everything, which is very fucking whack. A bit, you really should not balance the amount you give to HP alongside the amount you give to attack and defense.
Yeah. But that's more occurring in the second game where you can get 999 stats very easily by just beating bonus bosses.
yeah, and then you can actually break the 999. I had like Candy with like 1300 attack, but I think Revitalize is good. I'd give it a B.
Yeah, be fine.
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
God, we have one fucking S. That's peak.
Oh
And-
boy, this one.
this.
The wacky balance. Where you get very easy one-shotted.
One shot.
And you had-
go.
Yeah, we'll go very one-shotted goated. And other than that, I guess most of the game gets boring later on because you get very boosted by all kinds of bonus bosses. How I said earlier, you get 2999 stats by easily getting some bonus bosses. Like some bonus bosses that give you 200 HP and MP, basically by beating them, give you 200 to your attacks, defense speed and luck as well. So you get overpowered easily.
Yeah, it is kind
And
of funny.
other than that, yeah, that's about it basically.
I'd give
maybe-
it a D.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the Kami game.
Right, the proposed one also.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
Mm.
basically a joke. pretty much. There's another one I didn't know.
The Halloween edition, where you go to the dungeon and find some buttons basically. Actually, no, you just press them, but there are some bosses. There's a quiz section, and balance is pretty niche. Like if you do some setups, you can one shot some bosses. It's pretty funny with that.
Yeah, because the
What?
slap.
The slap. So I guess I will give it a decent B tier to the Halloween edition.
Damn, B tier, alright. Okay, haven't played this one
Oh
myself.
boy, this one.
Oh boy, this is one is
I forgot
bad.
Typos played it, but I don't think he got to the end yet. But
Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. It might be a E tier. I'm gonna be honest.
around the E or D.
Yeah, very tier.
The final boss sucks. Most of the skills suck for the party members, especially fucking old Candy.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Frash wants me to skip these, so yep. So we'll just move on. I think. Wait, what is this one?
Oh, right,
Still a
it's
good game.
good
It's a
game.
clean
It's a
joke
joke.
game.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Okay.
So you're
spin-off-
just screaming at the border.
I have. Okay, hear me out. I actually don't think this game is that bad. I honestly kind of like the game, but so basically how it works is you're Toy Freddy, and like everything's stock RPG Maker, like towns and like dungeons and everything, and you like get all your party members, and you just go through like all these like random ass towns and areas, and honestly the game's like kind of fun. I'm gonna be honest, but yeah, it still has the old era jank and shit. And you still fight the refurbs like at the end.
Yeah, refurbs are the final boss, like with Revenge of the Toys.
Yeah, and there was like a giant like dragon, like evil dragon or something at the end. I think Springtrap was like an optional party member. He was like up in the mountain or something. You had to get like a special key, but I'd give it a D personally. But honestly, I think the game's not like that bad. I actually kind of had fun with it.
Yeah. I'll give it go fuck yourself with a cactus tier.
I think the bonus members were like Puppet and Weird Golden Freddy, I think.
Yeah, you get those guys. And this one's unfinished. It's basically a zombie infestation like thing, and you play as the toys again, and you're like in a big city with rain and zombies. It's weird. I'd give it an E though. Yeah. Spin-off Shitfest is finished, but this one isn't.
Yeah.
Alright, haven't played it.
Going for the same game over and over again. Like, you go through FNAFB 1 and 2 all over again. Most of the time.
Yeah. If I remember right as well. I know I played the remake, but I don't remember much from the original.
At least.
Yeah.
Remake is literally the same, but
Yeah, but more
in the
bosses.
same fucking areas or 80s or 90s.
Oh, we got the remake.
It's the same thing, but
Yep.
just new scenarios in the same
But
places.
better. Yeah, that's
Slightly
about it.
better. Slightly.
Slightly.
There you go. We'll put a little.
right next to it.
Yo,
Brings up the return.
Springtrap the return. Or he return. Haha. Honestly, I don't know much about it, so.
I don't know
Same.
anything either. This is the oh god no.
Oh,
No, no.
This is the one that Luigi
No.
Kid played. You go for the same nights and it never stops.
yeah, so
No.
character quest. No,
Yeah.
after night 6, it gives you the credits, but it's just underwhelming. You go to the portal and you get the credits. That's about it.
It's,
You played this on the
Yes.
channel, didn't you?
You get nothing. You get a lame ending, basically.
Yeah,
Oh.
I did play that for you
I
too.
remember you
'cause I
fight the
didn't know.
original dev.
I visited your fucking
Adam
channel
Knight.
to see it and I saw that shit.
Fucking
Yeah.
John Cena's the final boss.
No one
No,
played
no, it
this.
was.
Well, I
I
did
forgot
not
how
know
it
there
was.
was
True,
a
they
called,
had that. The
but it
second
was
one
not
did
a
have
guy
that.
who made
F
Final
tier.
Don't
Fantasy
remember the
Face.
sequel's unfinished.
Joke in bad taste.
Yep. Yo, let's go 5 shitty nights at fucking school.
Man, this game was
The biggest game that no one played.
Did
honestly,
anyone
someone
play
called
this?
this a shit post, I would believe them.
Wait, are we getting to the smoking games? Holy shit, peak.
Yeah. Honestly, I would just give it an E for bad graphics and shit, and your usual final mix balance. That's all I remember about this game. Honestly.
FNAFB high school.
High school mostly uses your files of Fuckboys assets. They looks like a school.
Fuck Boys Wild West. I really like this game, to be honest. The moveset is interesting, but it actually worked, at least I played. The game had quite a lot of stuff to do. It had some bonus content from what I remember. I'd put this in a B tier, to be honest. B2A.
E.
I'd give it a B tier.
Yo, the next smoking game.
This one's kind of fucked up to rank because the fight is an actual. Sorta.
You're Springtrap and you fight like 100 fucking enemies.
Yeah, and you have no reliable AoE. That one. But I'd say it's at least a B as well. He makes good shit.
I'm giving it a
Even-
C.
Even with the B2C, that works.
You guys wanted in B tier for real?
For you.
Sure.
B can also work. Again, it's RNG game, but it's not impossible.
No.
Trash.
Oh, this game, is it the KSI version? Is it the KSI
Yes, it's
version?
Yes.
KSI. It's KSI.
It is garbage.
Yeah, it is.
And
Dog shit.
especially the remade one.
The game literally dogs, as you saw.
Okay.
Wait, what do we do about the Crit games that actually dogs? I guess they do have an option to not dox? Question mark? Just ignore it or
Oh
There's,
yeah.
there's just nothing to say about it.
Right.
It's terrible.
This
move.
this has Armstrong.
This one has Armstrong.
The funny one.
Toy Bonnie starts the game blind, so he's basically useless.
You start off the game with a puppet timer.
Because
Yeah.
the game is peak. You have limited stat boosts.
And also Springtrap is basically fast.
Isn't Springtrap a member that you can get?
Yeah, but it's very RNG to get him.
Yeah, I know the method to get him is fucked up. I don't even know how it is exactly. I just know you can do it.
Basically, you have to talk with a
Boss as
random
well.
table to summon him. It's a random chance, obviously, and after that, you have to walk around the map and have the RNG to actually meet him. And after that, you have a one last fight with him, where after you beat him, you get the fatal apparition chance, but it's way lower. I mean, to get him as a party member afterwards. It's an RNG first member.
Yo, we love those RNG party members.
Yeah, I love those so much you put them in one of your games.
Yeah, I know.
Very key.
I'd give it. What do you guys
D
think?
tier, D to C tier, the balance is wacky.
Yeah,
agree.
the
If
balance
you
is
don't
like
use stat boost, the balance is fucking wacky.
especially when there's the post credits boss for a reason. The stat boost.
Second game wasn't even finished, right?
Yeah, it wasn't finished,
Mm-hmm.
but it has engineer
Yeah.
though. The TF
Sadly.
engineer.
Oh, yeah.
Well then,
I'd probably put it in C.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
probably it's a bit slightly better. At least it has a fully playable Q scenario.
Yeah. Okay, so this one was literally just FNAFB and Pokemon combined, and there's like a Slender Man boss, and there's like a giant Entei thing that you have to fight. It's really weird. I'd give it a D.
never played this game in my life.
Neither.
Yeah, there was like
Probably
a,
have to put it as on my list.
there was like a
To see how-
maze. There was a maze where like Slender Man was chasing you, and if he caught you, it showed like a picture of him, and then you just died.
What is this?
Huh? Huh?
It's scary.
I'm trying to imagine that, and I just
Oh man, Golden Dungeon. Man, I remember this.
man, I've seen this game so many times yet I never actually.
Honestly, I don't really know. You kind of have of the game. You are in this RPG maker world, and then suddenly you get into fucking Fans of this world, like in your your fucking pizzeria. Then you go to a fucking Golden Dungeon. It's kind of a drug trip, to say the least.
Yo, like the title of the game, Golden Dungeon.
D
Yo,
for drugs,
Leon.
bro.
Maybe D. Yeah.
Yeah, detail.
Which tier is more bloated, C tier or D tier?
C tier.
Yeah, C right now.
Mm.
Actually, wait.
Nie,
No,
yeah,
D
C
tier.
tier.
Or yeah, C tier. Never mind.
C tier.
Yo, the
Okay.
Bonnie fuckboy
Yeah.
life.
The body.
I thought this one is like the reskin when you fix cameras and play the final boss.
Yeah.
Never
Kind
played.
of, the Q scenario is kind of better because each camera had its own gimmick, like
Fresh is
fucking-
back to give his thoughts on the Crick game on behalf of Typo.
Yeah, I played the Q scenario, but I don't have the game anymore because I remember it was pretty big though, even if it was only a change. Like fucking, you literally had the fucking withered camera, Sony the Hedgehog boss. What the fuck? It was fucking big. Literally Sonic Adventure 2 moment.
Damn.
But yeah, this one is bad. Yeah, D tier works fine for it.
Well, Crick, why don't you go ahead, or not
Crick.
Oh, wait, Fresh, why don't you tell us about the games?
Go off, Crick.
Damn, I've never seen such disrespect before.
Go, Crick, go.
Let's go.
Okay, so for the Candies game, what I remember Typo saying is that basically the elemental system is huddled deep with how well it was implemented. And that because of Crick's usual game design of overbloating bosses with HP, bosses were hell.
Yeah.
Especially the final generator, which was
The bitch.
which was a reference from Crick's other game, Hard Boiled Havoc.
Yeah, which we have later on the list.
Yeah. But his other complaints was basically shit like how the DOTs were not really all that good because as the standardization process of Frick's enemy DOTs doing 1% per turn.
To you.
Damn no way.
To the bosses, I mean. To you, it was like a 20%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what tier are we thinking?
You forgot about the post-game weapons that buff the final. That part is pretty peak too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
I'm thinking
both
for
Yeah.
the Candy's game D tier.
Yeah, I think
I'm
we had this
surprised
game
that
in
Pizza
C
Sim
tier last
and
time.
Satanic
It didn't
Titan
fall off
Yeah,
so
that
hard
was
compared to
fair.
the others.
I don't remember K. I don't remember anything about K0, so I mean KE4. So yeah,
I did play it. The game was like really.
The game is fun.
It
It's
was.
quite unbalanced, but it's fun.
It's free roam. There's like a rock paper scissors thing with Nightmare Freddy.
Right.
Honestly, I think the game, in my opinion, is my favorite of Crick's games personally. But some people won't.
I
Yeah,
I
I
can
had a
see
lot.
it.
I
The game just has some really broken combo, but that's about it.
I'd probably give it a B tier.
C2B tier from me.
Yeah, probably BT as well. Had a lot of bonus content. It was pretty fun to play. I like other
Yeah.
other Cricks game.
It was nice. All right, so this is the anime one.
Satanic Panic. Is this the
This is the
remake or
remake.
original?
No, the original.
Okay.
Okay, so I think Typo has to say for this one was that it was his favorite of Crick's games because A, the characters acted like actual characters for once. Like Freddy actually did shit and had a solid character throughout, and the gameplay wasn't half-assed, so he said it was pretty good, so I would say like B tier. All I
The
remember
remake
from
has one problem, which is that I'd rather not talk about it.
yeah, we don't discuss that one.
All right, B
We
tier.
don't talk about that.
Man, I can't wait till we get to Misery Sim. I have some choice words for it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this one.
It's
Toy Freddy,
I
haha,
remember.
too.
it's a
Yeah.
meme.
It's
It's just
kind
a
of
meme video
it's
game.
like a drag trip where you go with Toy Freddy through some wacky shit, like you kill random stuff,
Yeah.
The Hard Boil Collection.
Yes, it did win the game jam.
fucking camera assets, fucking big gladiator as some cameras. It had decent balance actually, so
Yeah.
maybe a low B tier or high C tier
I'll give it a C.
to me. Yeah, fair.
The hard-boiled collection.
This
Oh, boy.
fucking
Oh,
fucking
boy.
Here we
god
fucking go.
awful game.
Oh,
Here we
no.
go.
I haven't
Okay.
finished it, but it's bad.
So, how I would describe it is basically falling down a flight of stairs for each game proceeding because each game implements onto the gameplay loop worse and worse. The first game was pretty decent, with each of the characters basically filling out generic roles, nothing really special about it from what I remember, since I actually played that one a little bit although it has some problems like most of the trinkets being random drops and shit like that.
And I'm pretty sure there's also Kingly scaling with the bosses.
Yeah, I think that's just pretty standard for a quick class at this point.
The drops were also really low, like single digit %, and you had 3 slots of.
Yeah, it was basically just hell to grind for. So 2 just made everything worse. You had a mechanic where you would basically accumulate red points, and that, from what I gathered, it was in Crick's mind a replacement for certain characters, which is a horrible fucking idea. Basically. Yeah.
Isn't one of the skills broken? Red
Probably.
skill. I heard Typo say that the blame skill was broken. Just didn't work.
Isn't it Shell Smash?
No, not sales map, because Blam was like a support. It was just Blam's exclusive red skill did not work.
Oh, damn.
And then for 3,
Kill
It's-
revived everyone, if I remember right, or something like that.
Endgame
Yeah.
is god awful in the third game, especially the final boss.
yeah, the third game is awful because, first off, it has an elemental system again, except this time you can only really access the elements if you use items to change your attack type to them, which automatically makes it goddamn near worthless until the end game. Then we see again the problem with trinket drops from enemies. And then there's certain other things like the story is just bad. Like, imagine if during Act 3 some like a fan OC replaces Freddy for a final battle out of nowhere, might I add. Not set up at all. Completely takes over Freddy's role, and then you're supposed to be attached to them as they go through the acts of the finale to Act 3, basically. That's the level of OC insertion we're dealing with here.
This game tried to redeem the character, but we still don't like him.
Yeah. What I gathered, Prick basically has this lore where it has a bunch of dark eggs which act as end time people, and they're never done well, in my opinion. And this is important because they'll also come up in the next game after this one, Paragon Panic. So, yeah, that is important to know that they're all different, I think.
There
But
was
yeah.
also a scrapped ending for the game too.
Yeah. But
I
yeah, in
want to,
general, this.
Go fresh, you
Yeah.
can go.
But yeah, in general, this trilogy of games is really bad. Like I said, it's like you're falling down stairs to the bottom. I would say like genuinely an E tier because the gameplay is just that bad and the story is goddamn near non-existent.
I want to add up that some combos are completely broken. Like Karisaur just gets enough attack to take up like half of the boss HP.
Oh, I guess Sonic wanted it higher.
And the Blam and the Birthday Boy Blam can give the whole team 15% HP. It's on a cooldown, but you get an equipment that reduces. So you can just spam that before the HP regen ends. 15% team-wide regen. Basically permanently. Nothing more to say.
Yeah, you guys summed it
Yeah,
up.
Crick is on some. Yeah, Crick is on some other shit with balance. I mean, we can talk about the Pizza Sim game if you really want.
What is there to say?
Yeah.
Goes. It's not
I
on
mean,
the
the
tier
game's
list.
called
That's also
Mediocre
very true.
Melodies, so obviously the game is mid. What else is there to talk about? It's not really right to talk about since Crick did such a good job at moving it off the face of it. So, yeah. Anyways, the Pop Goes game, what I remember from Typo's review, the elemental system comes back again
Right.
for third goddamn time, and is not really a problem with this one, but basically each character has a main element, which by itself is fine, but some of the characters don't really act their role. Like, I think the healer is actually the best damage dealer of the party, which is ass backwards. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really remember most of Hypo's criticisms for this one, but it basically is boiled down to the gameplay by itself was fine. It obviously could use some tweaks, as is normal, but fine.
It
What
also has,
really gripped them was the endings to the story. Because, okay, get this. For the normal ending of Paragon Panic, what happens is that out of fucking nowhere, Dark Egg comes into the story, tramples on everything, and basically just says, and basically just intrudes onto the plot again. Yeah, like Plan said, the game by itself is good, the story is just ass. So I think a solid C tier, because the ending is just that bad in my opinion, because it
Also,
it's
Blood
basically
has
comes
two
out of fucking
endings,
nowhere.
since there's like a save or destroy ending. Yeah, like, there's two endings.
So what do you guys think? C? Well, let's see. I mean, it's better than. So it's better than the candies, from what I managed to gather from that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
better than candies.
Would you say it's on the same tier as like these two right here?
No,
Would you C or
I
B?
mean, kind of. Yeah, B would be fine enough.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, that'll work, I think. And then K0.
Uh,
The Thorns
Okay.
game.
This one is special. I actually played this one, so I can tell you of experience. This game is complete fucking ass. The gameplay is fucking trash. First off, the start of the game starts you off with Fredbear, which is a TP character, which is already a very shaky foundation, and the other character is a healer. So basically, you have to do TP roulette for like a good portion of the start of the game,
Right.
and then you get the third member, which is Golden Freddy, and you think that he has some decent moves, but no, most of them are garbage. One is an all-status shield when basically no boss except for one deals statuses. One boss. He has Golden Toss, but it has a 3-turn cooldown, an attack buff, which, by the way, is the only instance of buffs or debuffs in the entire player skill set. So basically, you can't really strategize with those at all. And even then, the cost increases with each use, so you can't use it anymore after a certain point. 4, he has a Thorn Shield, which is the main point of balance discussions about this game. Basically, Fredbear has this move where he can attract all attacks to him, which by itself is fine and fits within the character. What isn't fine is that when paired with Thorns, which deals 3 times whatever damage the enemy would deal, it basically shreds bosses apart without any compensation. And Crick let that stay in. And he made an update which reduced the damage to only 200%, but made some bosses weak to it, which basically did nothing. And then went back on that decision to make it back to 300%. And the funny thing is that even with the 4th character rounding it all out, the gameplay basically has you forced into using that one Thorn strategy because it is the only one you could realistically do. And not to mention the story is just kind of bland. And
Okay.
yeah.
There's also a true ending as well.
Yeah.
Basically, you have to get
Yeah.
you have to beat like 4 optional bosses and get those like 4 picks to give to Prize King to get the equipment you need where you have to fight the final boss but harder.
Yeah, to get the true ending.
Yes. And yeah, the ending's different.
Let me add on to some things. The fourth character, Springtrap, he focuses on ailments, from what I remember, general ailments. Golden Freddy also has an AoE move that gives your whole team SP as well. It damages all enemies and gives your whole team SP. Spring Bunny, the healer, has no. Its only way to attack is literally using Scream. It has. And that's it. That's all I wanted to add.
Yeah.
And you have a skill for Spring Bunny, which gives Earworm, which gives SP back to her.
Yeah, Earworm combined with everything else just makes it much worse.
Yeah. There's also this weird decision where Spring Bonnie, the healer, is the only person with a unique trinket slot for some reason. And it kind of makes sense since their skills are only ones that they would affect, but still, it's kind of odd in a sense. So yeah, in general, the game has the SL treatment of looking nice, but the gameplay just isn't fun because you have basically no options to really use. And the options that you do use are so blatantly overpowered that it makes it kind of boring to play after a certain point. And so I say that the game is either D or E tier, in my opinion. It's just really not fun.
I wouldn't say it's that low because even though yes, the
Damn.
the dialogue is actually pretty funny. There is the funny haha, and it does look nice. It's only the gameplay.
You guys destroyed the game.
Yeah. That's what we're here for, man. Typo's gonna see this recording and be all happy with us. Hi, Typo.
I would say it's probably better than the Hard-Boiled collection. It's probably better, at least than that. I would give it a D.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it better than that.
Yeah. If you couldn't tell, I really didn't fucking like playing that game. And I couldn't even finish it, to be honest.
Oh yeah, isn't one of the bosses unfinished? Scrap Baby rematch or something?
Oh,
and he just left it in anyway?
Right, because she gives you one of the text. Like
Yeah.
For the trending.
Okay, yeah. It's time to go on to games that I don't know anything about.
Okay, so I actually want to ask something. Do you guys want to take a break? Because we've been going for like 4 hours, and I don't.
How many more are there, dog?
Bro,
be honest.
Dude, look how many more games.
I'm going to combust.
So I was gonna say, do you guys want to take a break? We just split it into 2 parts, and we could just continue it all like tomorrow or next week or something. Because I kind of got shit to do.
God, please.
Right.
We're gonna die of exhaustion over here.
Yeah, because we've already been going for almost 4 hours. So yeah, we could just take a break. But yeah, here's the games, man. I did not want to have just Eve be an S tier again. I would like at least one more game in S tier, but I don't know.
To be fair, most of the good games are some of the more modern ones, which means that they would be at the bottom of the list naturally, since they came out later. So
yeah, that is true.
There is still hope. That's all he's saying.
And we can always re-rank something at the end if we want to. But yeah, let's take a break here, and we can resume. We can resume next week if you guys want. It'll save, so don't worry.